These tomatoes look really red, by the way.
Yeah, juicy as red tomatoes.
Yeah, they are red.
I mean, there's a tomato that is okay red, it's super red.
Yeah.
All the redness in the world is concentrated in this shit.
Right. And it's so tiny, right? Like tiny tomatoes are something about it, like dopamine. You just look at tiny tomatoes and you're like, wow.
Oh, it's only the
And with that
tiny
green
tomatoes.
top, that herby green top, looks like a bud. Beautiful
Class.
stuff.
And when I was in my college, I made a video of telling people how to eat a tomato. In a really
Really?
seductive way, yeah. There was
What?
a girl who just wanted to record every day. So we made like 7 episodes of me eating tomato, 2 minutes each. I would tell her, 4th December 2017. Guys, this is how you eat a tomato.
I think you and Charu can really vibe on this, man, because Charu's like a tomato zealot.
Do you have that video?
I do.
I want to see it after this
It
one.
is-
I can
it's
see
just
now.
crazy.
Yeah,
Our phones are being used maybe.
yeah.
I will show you.
I'll see it.
Come on, Bilal.
Charu and tomatoes go as back as Charu has existed, right?
Yeah.
Your tomato, what is this? What is this love for tomato that you have?
It's just there, bro. I just love them too much.
Really?
Yeah. It's one ingredient I know I love for. Like, if anybody asks me, you want a tomato? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I swear,
Like, no.
if I had nothing else to do, I could munch on tomatoes all day, man.
I didn't know
It's
you.
so
That's that. I know people who hate tomatoes. Like they can't
Yeah.
stand raw tomatoes. My grandma Dadima does not like tomatoes in her, like visible tomatoes in her food. My friend Anika does not like visible tomatoes in her food.
I've never
Yeah.
met a person who doesn't like tomatoes. I've met people who don't like onions for sure.
Yeah.
And they would deliberately go to McDonald's, open the burger up and take out those raw onion pieces and I'd be like,
Yeah.
why are you messing up with the burger, man?
Yeah, onions.
तो घर में बना रहा burger यार. Don't you want to mess the McDonald's one up?
Or just tell them you don't want it, an onion. Maybe they'll fuck that up as well because you can't expect like that.
Yeah. Can they do it? I think there's a very
Yeah.
set machine way to do it. You'd know better.
No, I'm sure there's a human putting the onion on the burger right now, as of now, for sure.
Hmm.
Even though that everything is timed, like
Yeah.
burger patty, kitni, like for how long do you want to make it, or what's the size of the patty, all that
Sure.
is proportional and standardized. But putting an onion, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure they can do it without.
I'm sure in India at least because they wouldn't want the machines to take away the jobs of already so many people in India. So they're like, okay, प्याज वाला भी कोई रखो.
That and during Navratri, what do you do? Like how do you computerize it? Navratri chal rahe beta, no onions.
अच्छा, it's easier to fire the guy who puts the
Yeah,
onion
yeah,
rather
yeah.
than tweaking the machine. God damn
Might as
it.
well put the machine, but
How sad would the machine be if you fire it? Like a really smart AI machine and you tell the machine that hey, you're fired.
I think it'll reboot itself.
It's gonna cry tears of
Machine oil.
mercury. Mercury.
Machine oil.
You just imagine it floods your house with mercury, like a
Ah.
crying, out of control machine is like, you suck, human! How could you throw me out?
Oh shit.
I'm gonna cry and I'm gonna spill mercury everywhere. Even generations later, that family might get a squish of mercury from the cushion. You know?
Yeah, maybe put like viruses in your computers and everything. Like
Oh,
Y2K.
Yeah.
Y2K was the shit, right?
dude, my imagination power is very good, but whatever you guys are imagining, I don't know that level, bro. What is this mercury melting, staying in the house for years?
If a machine had to cry, what kind of tears would it have? It probably would have
Nuts-
mercury, right?
nuts and
Or
bolts,
lava.
maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe nuts and bolts.
Nuts and
Ching, 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 ching.
Yeah.
Just falling every place. Man, maybe we've seen a lot of cartoons. This is exactly what I was talking to my sister last time she was here, man. I told her, I think a lot of my creativity I should credit cartoons when I was young and I watched it because it is so beyond reality that you really have to think कि ये क्या चल रहा है यार?
Yeah,
What
yeah.
is Powerpuff Girls? उंगलियां नहीं हैं उनकी. Who would think like that?
Yeah.
Mojo Jojo को पीट रहे हैं, you know, his entire brain almost seems like it's chewed up. You could see his brain.
Yeah.
What kind of imagination is that? You mix chemical eggs, 3 girls come out,
Yeah.
they have supernatural powers, they can do crazy stuff, fly, the colors when they fly. What is this?
There's just some people who have done some good shit in life, man, and then they've come up with crazy shit and then they're like spreading it around the world. I don't know,
Yeah.
whatever they're doing, I want to do that. And then make stuff like
I
that.
probably want to smoke out what they're smoking up
Because
once.
back when you were a kid and you were watching those cartoons, you didn't think that it was weird. For you, it was like, wow, fun. Yeah, oh, what are they going to do? What is Mojojojo going to do? And now
Right.
you look at it, you like me trying to find sense into it and think like, this is actually creativity. Because you
Dude.
know you're like a grown up and you can see that.
Right. Have you seen those adults these days who are just like, dude, the Cartoon Network in our time was the best, bro. Now it's just bad. It's
No,
like,
man.
I think you've grown up.
I'm that adult, bro. I'd say
I would
They're
feel
all those adults.
Yeah, this is like, dude, the Cartoon Network really sucks. Have you seen it? Like, I don't, because I'm an adult. I don't watch Cartoon Network. If I was a kid today, I'd probably love it. And I'd probably look back on my Cartoon Network and be like, what the hell is
But
this?
some things
Yeah.
stay forever, like Tom and Jerry. I'm sure every kid out
Every
there
kid.
loves
Red
Tom and
Quimby.
Jerry.
Yeah, it's.
Red Quimby.
I
Yeah,
mean,
there was the crass
Red
one
Quimby.
and there was the good one, right? Even in Tom and
Hanna
Jerry.
Barbera and Charles something was the bad one,
Right.
and the good one was
Fred Quimby.
yeah.
what's that? Could you guys tell me, any of you?
Dude, there's like two types of
Producers
producers,
or directors
For?
of Tom and Jerry,
Yeah.
the cartoon, right?
What?
Yeah,
You would have noticed it, bro. If you really think hard,
Yeah.
there were
The
two
cursive
types.
writing
yeah.
of Fred Quimby,
Yeah.
and then there was Charles
Dane goes.
and Joseph Barbara and
Joseph Barbara and Hannah.
Yeah,
something.
I think I remember. The Barbara one was the old animation, and the new animation, is that the one?
No.
The quality,
The quality.
just the quality of the show itself was
Yeah.
very different for Fred Quimby. He made the really nice looking
Yeah.
ones, very aesthetic, very
Yeah,
like
yeah.
clean borders.
Yeah.
It looked really nice, but the
Yeah.
Tom and Jerry of the other one was very like
Sure.
crassy,
Crass,
bro.
yeah,
Sure.
that's the word.
That's the word, crass. That's
it
I
was
think-
like Tom would go for every like 1 or 2 minutes. It
And he had those
was
whiskers,
weird.
right? Those
Yeah.
weird
I would do
whiskers.
like this.
Ah,
So
yeah,
we were
yeah.
like doing random acts of motion, whereas Fred Quimby was
Yeah.
very classic, very
Sure.
nice. With that,
Sure.
the woman you never see the head of, only see the bottom of the feet and telling Tom what to do and stuff. Like good
Yeah.
Tom and Jerry.
But yeah, I mean, when I was hearing you guys say like when you're adult and when you look back, Cartoon Network in my time was much better. Would you say it's the same way when we look at music? Like my mother would say, "Aaj ka rap music kya hai yaar?" She wouldn't understand today's progression into this kind of music, but we'd say Pink Floyd. Look at Beatles, look at the Doors, they were real kind of music.
Right.
And I think I today as well would say, okay, that was real music too. We have real music today as well. But a lot of progression today, the modernity in music is also a little bit of crass. It's not the best.
Dude, I actually have thought about this. I have a feeling that the volume of songs and albums that we have listened to versus somebody back in the day before the internet is just very different. Like, just the amount of music that we listen to is way higher.
And that also being created is a lot more.
Right.
Well,
More
I-
music's being created, there are more albums, more artists, different genres. We have Spotify, we can listen to our own music, we have Apple
Yeah,
Music,
yeah, that's
all
so
these
true.
apps, and like there must be a lot of bullshit that comes through, right? Because there's some badass music out there which is not that good.
Yeah, but like for example, you're completely right. 100% I agree that there is a lot of sample and a lot of it we are able to see, okay, this is bullshit, this is good as
Right,
well. We're able to
right.
experience more statistically.
Not only are we able to hear the old music, but
Yeah.
we can also hear the music of our time.
Sure. My point is, when you look at the top music of 1960 and the top music of 2020, there is a startling difference in the top music as well. Just focusing on the top 5% and the top 5%.
Right.
The top 5% is Drake. Top 5% is, I'm not discrediting Drake. Some of the songs are really nice.
Yeah.
But some of the songs are also Pussy Money Weed, Pussy Money Weed. You know what I'm
Who
saying?
would you rather have? In this today's time that you think is doing really well and is not getting the credit it deserves.
Somebody, that's a very, very good question.
And why this question is coming is because I believe that first of all, considering music is something that's a personal choice, it should be open to everyone to be able to accept all genres or not, or
Yeah.
stick to the one they like, but be open to music in general.
Right.
Sure.
Second, speaking from whenever you try and move timelines from the past to the future or present and such, you have to
Mhm.
understand that certain things were definitely on a higher scale, and they state that those are called legends for a reason, that they were good
Sure.
music no matter what. Right?
Yeah.
And then there were others as well at that time who fucking faded away.
We don't know about
We
them
don't know
today.
about them today. So
Yeah.
it's the same case here. Yes, there is more accessibility for putting people on higher rank
Sure.
charts and more mass, because people can see other people's opinions
Yeah.
of mass and movie. Maybe some 1 or 2 times a song comes out which is not worthy. But today, if it's not them, then who is it?
Sure. I'll give
You
you
don't
an-
have Beatles coming back and saying, "Yeah, put me on the top chart."
I get it. There are guys like who replicate Beatles kind of music as well. I'll give you another perspective on it. Have you noticed the kind of letters that were written 100 years ago by World War One soldiers to their wives and something. The crazy amount of articulation, the way that it was written, the emotions that was poured, and you look at the way we just send messages on WhatsApp. I think a lot of has to do with the fastness and the quickness of sending a message and communication with WhatsApp and Gmail as well. So we're not really putting our mind with a pen and a paper, because you know what I'm saying? Everything has become so fast that the quality has decreased. Food, earlier there was no Swiggy or Zomato, so quality was better because you're cooking at home. Right now, the quality of food goes away. The quality of conversation goes away. The quality of dating as well, because we have Tinder. So we don't really invest too much. The kind that we're living in today, I think music as well. Earlier you had to really book a studio, have a manager, get guys together, you play the guitar, you play the bass, you write the verses. Today, okay, let's open a software, we have free music coming in, Dr. Dre has already produced 1,000 music tracks, let's get any of those and mix it. So much in 21st century, like the innovation, it's just helping us way too much that, you know, a lot of creativity is already taken care of. The basic level is already taken care of, and from that pedestal we grow. So I think, do you believe that perspective has to play?
I do. I what you're talking about is definitely a change, which obviously comes with time.
Yeah.
The point here is that we have too many choices now.
Yeah.
You have a lot of choices. It's on you the kind of choice you make and what you do out of it. That's
You know, a
good
lot
or
of
bad. I'm not saying, I don't know. I'm not the
Sure.
one to say that, but it's
Sure.
definitely, because in the past, like you said, you had one studio, you had to book it, you had to do an appointment, you do it. Now, you have everything you want to do. It's in front of you. You just have to make the right choice.
Some things are nice, but some things like, there are so many options that until I know myself what I really like, I could really choose the wrong path, and then a couple of months later figure out, okay, that was so wrong.
Right or wrong is your perspective.
It is.
And how it comes to you.
Sure.
You know when something is really wrong, you're not going to do it.
Would you really, do you believe?
Well, of course, if you know something is really wrong for you, why would you choose to do it? Like, of course, certain things,
Yeah.
like you know smoking is bad for you, certain people still around smoking. But the point is,
Sure.
that's not the kind of thing I'm talking about.
I'm talking
When
about
you're
gun laws.
confused about too, that's
Everything brings in
obvious.
gun laws.
I don't even know what you guys are talking
That's
about
cool.
anymore.
That's
Like, I'm a little
cool.
lost in the conversation.
Come back.
I'm talking about choices.
Yeah.
So many choices, and when you don't know yourself or what you want, you could just be drowned in so many choices, and you just pick the one that's freely available.
Right.
Because a lot of people are taking that choice.
Exactly.
So it's a herd mentality.
Exactly.
Right.
That's why music. That's why music. That's why food can come. It's easily available.
मोमोज
People-
खाते रहते हैं सारे बंदे
People
पूरा
खाते
दिन.
हैं, that's not-
People are eating
Exactly.
all the time. गोलगप्पे, मोमोज, पैटी, समोसे.
Exactly. So choice, make the right choice.
Sure.
And have be open to. We have choices now. That's the whole point. You're right. It has evolved from the past to the present, and now the difference is that we have choices. So
Yeah.
whatever you choose to do, choose to do.
Sure, man.
Right, like dude, you mentioned about the letters that people used to write.
Yeah.
That's really fascinating because right now we have a situation where I have a feeling we're very available for the people around us. There's this hyper availability and just an understanding that the person is always available
Yeah.
because they have their phone on,
Yeah.
because the WhatsApp is on, because the internet is connected. It's just like we don't really value the people around us as much. Like, say if you're fighting a war, you said the soldier is at World War II, he's in the trenches.
Yeah.
He is thinking about that one woman back at home, and I just want to go and raise a family. Maybe he's thinking about his family, his father or his mother, something really distilled down. Right now we have, like, you know, a list of WhatsApp people that we connect and we talk to, send messages to, and all these things. We're hyper available.
I'm sorry I'm cutting you, but this is you sitting here today with a laptop in front of you, mic here, all the electronics you need, camera. Think about a person, a soldier sitting on the border.
That's
He's
what I
still
was
using
trying.
it.
That is
Oh.
exactly what I was trying to do. Like,
Right.
wear his shoes and
He
see
just
why.
went like that,
No,
oh.
Naman had a very good point, and I know where Charu is coming from. Charu is the kind of person who wants to look at the positive side of innovation and technology. Let me complete. I'll just complete really quick. And Naman is actually getting to the point that with innovation, a lot of essence of things has really diminished.
I just think we're hyper available.
Hyper
Like, we haven't been
available, yeah.
this available to
That's
people
exactly
around us
what
in the
we were
longest
saying.
time.
Yeah, and I believe like when you look at divorce rates have massively increased in 21st century than 1950 because we would wait for the soldier to come back and like you know we would really be with them. Dad has come back home.
Right.
I would love my dad because absence made the heart go fonder. And now we have WhatsApp call, Snapchat, Instagram. You're meeting your girlfriend not physically only, but also on Facebook, also on Instagram, also on WhatsApp, also on normal call, also text. And if you don't text her back, And it's also taken a lot,
That little pause. If you don't text her back, those eyes.
Shit! I put my phone on airplane mode. That's gonna land me in trouble.
Man,
I'm
literally.
so F right now. See how I
I know
just
what you mean, man,
muted
yeah.
that F word? I'm so F'd right now. For you guys, if there's somebody who doesn't like me abusing, or any of us,
And
They
you
can
also
go
said, if I
F
put it on
themselves.
airplane mode, it's not going to land me in a good situation.
so if you're watching it, you know I love you.
You don't have to love everybody, man.
Oh no, I'm talking to the one.
What if there's some crazy freak listening to this and you said that you love them and they're like, oh, Anshul, you said you love me. And they're outside your house.
Sounds like Apu.
You said you love me.
When you said it on your podcast.
Someone has a phone voice, dude. I don't know, he says everybody has one, but apparently Naman's business phone voice is so weird. I've never heard it before.
What is it?
Yesterday I heard him talk to this person, he was like,
Hey.
yeah, hello? Yes. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye. Bye. Bye.
You're the baritone,
Suddenly, I don't know where it came from.
I'm Naman Datta. I was born 100 years ago. They froze my body up. I'm actually a soldier.
I have something stuck in my
I was the
throat.
one who wrote that letter to the wife who
See,
never
this
replied.
voice I know.
Oh, bitch. Huh?
This voice I know.
Yeah.
Right. No, don't you think there are voices, like different tones that you take for people that you talk to, like different types of
Do
people?
you do that? Like, do women do that? I see a lot of
When I'm
women do
angry, you
Dude,
will not
women
hear
do
the
that.
voice.
that. No, I mean, no, I'm sure no one's not angry or I'm not angry when I modulate my voice.
But
I do it for
anxiousness,
It's just
when
different,
you're
the
talking to someone
context
on
is
the phone,
different.
there's some kind of anxiety about talking to someone, right? So you probably do modulate your voice when it's a business call versus when you're trying to, when you're like trying to call a friend to congratulate them, it's a different voice. When you're talking to
or could it be there's an optimal voice that I want to have naturally that I would just want to emulate it time and again and say, I feel myself much better when I use this kind of voice.
do you think you'll be comfortable talking like this? Right?
I can't do that, but for sure. I mean, in the
I
podcast,
have a
we actually
feeling
do
that-
that.
Yeah, for the moment, yeah, it'll be
Yeah.
fun. Talk like this for next 5 minutes.
I think I'll lose my voice for the next 45 minutes if I talk like that. But yeah, I think I can talk like that.
See, I have a feeling voice, like human voice, changes over time. Every day.
You feel it's true.
I feel, I mean, it could
does.
be true. Yeah.
It does. They
So,
say it only
with that-
25.
How do we, like, you know, sometimes when you say business call or you're calling someone, that first 5 seconds, those first 5 seconds are very important. Because most people, when you give you a sales call or something like that, they don't want to talk to you, man. They just want to hang up. Like, don't even give.
calling from.
Yeah, either it's too something very bleak
Yeah.
or too aggressive or something
Yeah.
like. You have to find that voice for yourself where somebody is interested
Yeah.
in being, wanting to talk to
And
you.
also, you shouldn't use the same status quo sentence. Hi sir, I'm calling from Airtel. मैं आपको अपने plan. I have heard this from Vodafone, Jio,
Right.
Hutch, everybody. Say, hi sir, I really love you. You're the best person in the world. Can I give you an Airtel plan?
When if Airtel calls, please take their call because they're trying to make their complaint zero. So let's help them.
They stopped
Why-
doing that,
why
right? Like
just-
the ad is gone. The
why-
ad is just
That's
gone.
gone.
Why just Airtel though, not Jio or anyone else?
They put out an ad like that,
Like what?
saying that they want to have zero complaints, and then 2020 happened.
And that's why they call people and say they're getting your complaints but also pitching you for another plan? Is that their ulterior
Maybe you
motive?
should call them and complain them about how their service center is so like monotonous. Like
I'm sorry, but I'll probably call them and complain saying, yeah, I went to your service center, I called your service center and they actually sold me an life insurance.
do you even use Airtel?
I do.
Okay, okay.
That's why I do.
Then go.
I have a family plan. I pay for everybody in my house.
Oh, wow. You pay for one plan and you get 4 plans free. Okay.
Yeah, and also
Yeah.
150 GB hotspot SIM.
See, yeah, okay. So you're getting a lot of benefits.
Yeah, I pay $1,200, man. It's almost like Wi-Fi. 1,200 rupees for 4 people.
Yeah.
Comes
yeah.
out me,
Yeah.
300 rupees for everybody.
Yeah, that's fair.
Charu Dasa, you're a chef.
Then you try to change the topic.
I am not even trying to change the topic. I'm just
I
thinking
am,
about.
yeah. Is that
We're,
fun?
we're asking about her about music. We're asking her about Airtel service, customers care, and all that stuff. I think
Yeah.
you are a chef. How did this even happen? You
No,
know,
you're my brother, don't you know?
I don't know the entire trajectory.
I don't know.
I don't even want
I
to
had
know
no
the entire
idea.
thing. But it's just crazy how you became one.
You asked me this in my podcast.
No, you know, I remember we were sitting outside DCAC bro in the buddy shop,
Mhm.
and Charu was in this like situation in life. She's like, should I go in for an MBA? This is almost 4 years back actually. We were sitting 5 years
was,
back.
was I there?
No, you weren't there. But you must be around. It was the
I-
fest time, bro. The
Hmm.
BCSE fest was happening. I remember she'd come down and she was like, dude, I don't know if I should do an MBA or should I just go in for my culinary arts. It's like this decision between
Wow.
passion and like doing something which is not her passion.
I'm
maybe.
going to ask, 4 years later, Charudatta, do you think you made the right decision?
5 years later, yes.
She's like,
I think 10 years later, you'd say the same thing with, I
Yeah,
think,
yeah.
with a manly voice. Yes!
Yours. Not manly. Strong voice. Bold voice. Confident voice.
I'm just saying.
do you think
you have
your
too much
voice-
spices, get a manly voice? It's just how I imagine you saying
Your
it.
imagination is bizarre.
Sure, man. It's the quarantine talking.
Don't eat spices, your voice will turn manly.
Yeah.
According to Mansu Kothari.
Yeah,
If it doesn't happen, you can come lash him. Yes, I became a chef.
Rumor alert. Might not be. Yeah. So how did you become a chef, and yeah, how's been your journey till now? Tell me.
Boring question.
That's such a
Next.
vanilla question, right? Like,
Next.
how did you become a chef?
Next.
What is you gonna do about it?
Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Next.
Have you started investing in mutual funds?
Next.
शादी कब कर रहे हो?
Oh my god,
I think she's gonna
I'm
go
out of
for
here. I'm going.
Okay, but yeah.
That's the thing, man. Like you chose that. Like you were on a point where the road was going left or it was going right in terms of your professional life. You're already done your bachelor's. Now you think you're doing something else, pivoting and growing, and you decided to become a chef, and you just flew to Australia, man. As like if there's some young girl out there, bro, listening to this. She would be like, yeah, the world is big for me, man. She did it. Why can't I do it? Why can't I just fucking like do whatever the hell I want?
Yep. That's exactly, I believe, our responsibility to put it out there for people who want to pursue their passion and just thinking if I should go the mainstream way, get a lot of money, secure first for the next 5 years, and then choose my passion. But I think you won't be too passionate when your senses are, dimmed down.
When I decided that I want to go for this culinary course, I honestly had no idea what chefs do in the kitchen. Like, obviously, I had done one internship at Olive in Bangalore. So I got a...
With Manu Chandra?
With Manu Chandra.
Ah.
Chef Manu Chandra.
Chef Manu
Oh
Chandra.
my god, I get so red faced when I talk about it. Anyway, so...
Who's Chef Manu Chandra, if I can ask?
That's a
Chef
good
Manu
question.
Chandra is...
I have no idea.
We can we'll put a timestamp saying Manu Chandra, and we just kind of tell him, bro, we spoke about you at this point because one of
You say bro to Manu Chandra and he's just gonna...
I'm not a chef, I'm not in the same industry. I can talk to him like
Talk
that.
his apron
He's
right
my
now.
head problem.
Apron drop.
uh,
What are this shit,
Or
man?
some guy,
I'm
some
doing
guy
my
talking
MBA.
about him on a podcast. I'm that random guy calling him whatever.
And I'm the guy who doesn't know anything about Manu Chandra. I would love to know more about Chef Manu Chandra.
Or me. This is what me.
Chef
Okay, I'll tell you
Chandra.
about Chef Manu Chandra also. So, I started studying at ISC, and why I chose to first study at ISC also before I went to Australia is because I was at a point where I had literally I was working a job which I did not enjoy, to be honest. Before that, I was fired from my first job, and that job was like a job of 1.5 years, which took me some time to realize that I was wrong firing, which is another topic altogether. And then I joined this another workplace, and I was working, but I wasn't enjoying myself there. And I somehow felt that I always knew in my mind that I was like not supposed to be inside an office, for sure. Like looking at a computer and doing stuff on Excel or Word or whatever it is for that matter. And I knew that from a very early start because that's why I chose something like a mass communication to do in my graduation as well. Like I never chose a BA or a psychology or what. I don't know. I didn't.
Yeah.
Whatever
Right.
felt right at that time.
Something that doesn't put you in a cubicle, basically.
Yeah. And then I ended up
But
being in a
being a
cubicle.
chef puts you in a cubicle too in a different setting.
But not for the first few years of your life when you have the energy to do things. You want to get out there, you want to move around, you want to do stuff. That's how I feel like my work should always have been. And I like working with my hands a lot. So if it wasn't chef, I would probably end up doing some pottery, which I still plan on doing. Because I want to
That
make
is
my
so
own
powerful,
paper.
like working with your hands, like that
Yeah.
desire.
Yeah.
That's a cool desire.
Sure.
Yeah.
Basically, you're saying creating something of your own.
Using your hands to work in your profession. Yeah. Okay, fine, fair enough. Okay.
20,
fair enough,
brother.
Fair enough.
What are you saying?
Yeah.
Work from home is only using your hands.
Yeah. Working on Excel also using
That's
your
true,
hands.
man.
Well, you
Yeah.
use your hands for a lot of things now that I think about it. But
Yeah.
you're right. You
thinks people are going to switch off the podcast and use their hands more, maybe don't do it. Preserve your semen. That's another good topic I should talk about. Semen retention.
Okay.
So we're at the job.
So we decided. Then I was like, I hate it here, and I want to take a decision and change. And mom was very. Mom also kind of wanted me to make a decision on what is it that I want to do. Do I want to study further? Do I want to get married? Or do I want to what do I want to do? So, it's okay, it's fine.
Marriage. Or
Yeah, what is it? What do you want to do next?
Sure.
Because it's just like what. So then I looked up and I found this place called IICA in Horsecast, and I went and I started doing a course there for culinary. And like the first 3 months were okay because I was just starting to understand stuff. I knew immediately that I didn't like the place that much, but I just kept going with the flow because I paid the fees there. And then came the time where you had to do an internship, and these guys wanted us to go work in one of these 5-star hotels in Delhi or something. And I could see that I would I did not feel that I wanted to be in one of those places because I felt that I would end up being just not learning a lot more than I can in that time frame of 3 months of the internship. I felt that I would be again in a cubicle cutting vegetables for 4 hours, which is not wrong at all.
Sure.
But I don't want to do that. I wanted to do more with my time, which I want to be doing. So I went to Monkey Bar coincidentally,
Yeah.
the pyramid building.
Really nice place.
Brilliant place, bro.
Very
Yeah.
good place.
So good.
Yeah,
Super
it's
nice.
very nice.
It's really nice.
Yeah, the pool table is my favorite spot there. So I went there and for a burger making class with my friend Vanya, which was being hosted by Chef Manu Chandra. So that's the first time I heard about him. Then we went to the burger making class, and then we were all standing in the kitchen, and walks in Manu Chandra, and he's this tall, dark, handsome, literally, this well polished man who walks inside, and he goes like, wears his apron, and he's talking to us, and the moment he starts saying his first few words, I'm like, fuck. Like I'm falling, like I'm there, I'm like, okay, let this man, he knows his
Candle
shit.
wax.
Like I was
Sure.
blown away, literally. Like,
Yeah.
he's talking about the meats and temperature of the meat patty, like how to get the perfect patty. It should be like the size, comparing the size of the bun, and like how do you grill it, and what's the content, fat content, this content, that
The
content.
tension is real, dude.
Super attractive about people who know their shit, right?
I'm immediately attracted to people
Sure.
when they're working and they're doing it, and they know what they're doing. That's
Yeah. Expertise,
like,
yeah.
of course, bread and all is fine, dude. But like when you do your work and you're so good at it,
Yeah.
especially as food.
For all you dudes out there, you're just hitting the girl on like fucking WhatsApp or Tinder. Bro, do your thing.
Do you think? Do you think?
Sure.
Do it right, and the girl will come along because it's
Yeah,
a
Braun
partner.
boys,
Yeah,
listen to
yeah.
this.
Stop chasing, dude.
Just
Start
stop
making. Start making something.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so we finished the class, and
Sure.
I'm this young, dumb girl in this industry who walks up to him and goes like, "Hi," and I till date feel that I should have just said, "Can I go on a date with you" or something? But I don't.
What if we ask you what are we having for dinner? What would be your answer?
What are we having for dinner?
What if we ask you what are we having for
I'm
dinner?
not
What
gonna
are we
say
having
it.
for dinner?
Stop
My brother
lunch.
sitting
Get out for a few seconds and you guys say what you have to say. I kind of have to pee as well, man. I'm kind of holding it.
What? Why?
Yeah.
You peed before we started the podcast.
Because he's smart. I've been starting to feel I'm faded. Yeah, brother.
We can pause.
But we can
this.
talk about that some other day.
We can pause this.
No, you can do it. We can come back. We always do
Dude,
it.
the thing is that, you know, sometimes you don't feel perfect, right? In your head. You don't feel as if you're just sorted. You know, you kind of
You feel that because you have to pee and you feel that like not in the head.
Could be a factor.
Go now.
Sure.
Oh, I will go, man. Like, you know, there's this threshold of you being able to
Now-
hold your pee and enjoy it. Like, you know, sometimes,
Ah,
I don't know,
yeah.
this is getting too dark. but-
Orgasmic pee.
It is. I swear to God, like board exams. I know if I go pee right now, there's a long line, and you know, if I go, I might miss out because you know I was super. My parents
Right.
were like, "अच्छे से exam and shit like that." And after those 3 hours, I'd pee and take my time with it. And I've already taken
That's
my time
the
with
pee
it.
of
I'm sure I
angels
don't
and
wanna
daisies, bro. Like, that pee is coming out, that pressure. You could almost fly out of the bathroom with that pressure, man.
Break the
You
urinal,
see
bro.
the steam, just it's peak summer, but still there's steam.
Oh my god, you guys.
Yeah, I swear to God. And have you ever tried to melt those naphthalene balls in the urinal? I've done it, and I swear to God, I succeeded in melting the entire naphthalene ball one time.
I hope your balls melt right now.
Oh, that was such a pastime. Playing
I
with
think I might just go and leave.
Sure, sure.
We talk so much about it.
I think you already know the story, so I'll ask you to continue.
Say whatever.
Do you know the story? No, he doesn't know the story.
You
Anyway.
watch the podcast.
So yeah, so
Yeah.
I went up to him and I told him, is it possible that I train here at Monkey Bar with him?
Sure.
And he said, yeah, sure, okay, whatever. So I sent him this massive, gave me his email ID and I sent him this massive emo mail, like saying, oh, I want to do this so badly, I really want to learn the blah, 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 blah. And I sent it to him and he told me, okay, cool, come. And then I started my internship, I think the next day or the next day, like within 2 days or whatever.
Sure.
No, he took 20 days to reply back to my email and then, like after I chased him like a long time, then I got the internship.
How many
Anyway.
how many emails did you send him in those 20 days?
So,
Nice.
like I gave him time.
Respectful.
Yeah, I'm not a,
Every day.
despite my attraction towards him, I'm not a stalker. Like, I'm not gonna like.
Sure. Because you know that really doesn't work.
No,
If
it
he's not replying,
Yeah.
he's not.
Also because he's the #1 October born, like his birthday is on 1st October and I'm 10th October, so I kind of understand reasons. Like if someone who does that to me, I'll
Do
be
you
like,
really believe in people's personality being a little way because they're born on certain dates?
I do.
You believe in horoscope?
Not as much.
Hmm.
Not like futuristic stuff like oh, I'll tell you how your day goes. by.
Shit, आज अखबार में लिखा है वर्गों का दिन अच्छा नहीं होगा. So you won't start feeling.
If you actually read all of this, they're kind of the same. I feel.
in a way, they're also positive.
It can hit you sometimes, like hit the mark, but
Sure.
mostly it's like basics.
I think they're just changing Scorpio का Taurus के साथ Taurus का Scorpio.
Same shit, like
7
तुमने
days.
इतना कर लिया.
Dude, you know what I think? I think it's because if there's a way to write these things.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
if you write a newspaper article, there's a template. It's
Exactly.
called the inverted pyramid.
Exactly.
If you want to write horoscopes, there's a template to that.
What
as well.
happened?
Yeah.
If you catch words, your day is gonna go good. Your day is gonna be screwed up. Today you'll meet some friends. Everybody meets
Some of
friends.
his glass is dirty.
Yeah, why? I was gonna ask you why is it yellow?
There's some poison in that,
Yellow?
brother.
It looks yellow.
It's not yellow.
Is
Oh,
it?
there's some stuff here.
From on the inside it is.
Bro,
Yeah.
that's gonna make your immune
Probably
system
got
like
orange.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Bro, I would eat vitamin
Drink
D
some of
for
that.
it, not
Give
eat
him some water
shit.
from the bottom.
Yeah,
Yeah, man, that'd be great.
Okay, so yeah, coming back. So then I got an internship. So I was studying at, my internship was coming up, but I was still studying at ICA. So I
Sure.
was studying at ICA and I was working at Monkey Bar in the evening. And I would study in the morning, I would work at Monkey Bar in the evening. I was like, fine, whatever. And then my internship came up and I got to know, I was actually cheated by Manu Chandra, not literally, but like I got to know that he never spends time at Monkey Bar and he works at Olive, Bangalore. So
Ah.
that's when I was like, okay, for my internship, I want to go there. So then I went there after like whatever. I had to fight with the college people because they wanted me to work in some hotel here because they have connections here and they get some money if they put the students in that hotel. It's a big scam.
It sure is.
Yeah.
It sure is.
Yeah, it's good for a lot of people because they teach you actually. If you go and work in 5-star hotels, you do learn a lot. But if a student doesn't want to do it, then don't push them to do it. That's one thing I did not like about that place.
Hmm.
So anyway, so I went to Bangalore and I stayed there with Anamika and I did my internship at Olive, which was amazing. I got to learn a lot, see a lot of stuff, and that's where I met a few chefs who had studied at Lake Order of Law and one chef from Culinary Institute of America, CIA. So that's when I understood, okay, so these are
CIA.
days there. Yeah. But CIA is too expensive and I knew that was not an option. So I
How much is it for usually
I think
for educational purposes?
1 CR probably. I'm
Indian
not sure.
rupees?
Yeah, something like that.
And I would assume starting
everything.
job for in culinary arts is not high paying.
No, not at all. Starting jobs, even the high jobs are not high paying.
Yeah, because pilots, like there's a pilot course for aviation, they take 1 crore, like Indigo takes, you go to Canada, you learn it, and you get 1 lakh, 2 lakh rupees from the first
Yeah,
flight.
it's not the same.
Wow, there's a lot, so less.
But
return
see,
on
like
investment.
I'm talking everything combined, the fees and staying and because and with Australia the scene was I was getting a PR after, like I was getting a graduation visa after, and this is something mom helped me out with again. So when I came back, I finished my internship. I came back and I realized that this college is really horrible, and I didn't want to pay another 2 lakhs to them for the next semester.
Sure.
This was a 2-year course. So I was like, I'm going to leave it. And they gave me a lot of shit about it, by the way, for leaving their course in the middle. And I was like, fuck you, I
I
want
think it's
to-
good you didn't spend 2 years
I-
in a shitty ass school.
Yeah,
Sure.
I left in the middle and I was like, I'm going to do something else. Like, mom took me to the place and she showed me to a career fair in Shangri-La. And there were like a lot of options and one was LCB. So I went straight and sat there, discussed everything, blah, 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 blah. I asked mom, is it possible? Like, it's easy to say this, but I don't want to pass this step without saying that I'm blessed that I had a parent who was supportive enough to go and sit with me and tell me about the finances of it, that if it's possible also to put my dream, what is it that we'll have to go through to be able to do it. It was,
Sure.
I'm blessed that they had the potential and I had the chance to be able to get that. And
Sure.
for them to send me out
Sure.
to study. But I knew that it was not going to be easy. It had to be done with a lot of smartness. Like. Anyway, so yeah, I decided, I applied and went through the process. I had a friend of mine who I met in Bangalore. We were doing an internship together.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of literally forced him also to come on the course with us. So we both decided to go, and then we both applied, we both left, and then it started. Went to Australia.
Sweet.
Then it's the story of never coming back. I don't want to look back now. I'm very happy. I knew I always wanted to do something with food.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know it was going to be starting off as becoming a chef first, but I thought it was the right direction at least. So once I know how food is created for
Sure.
profession on that level, I know I have creativity with food because I've always been associated and I had always enjoyed cooking as a kid, as a grown up, as a teenager. People like I keep saying this and I can't emphasize enough on when people used to listen to music as teenagers
Yeah.
or like go out and party and stuff. I've done that, but
Yeah.
I used to usually cook or watch TLC cooking shows, travel shows. You know, food has always like been a part of my life. So
Yeah.
I knew that was always there, but if to do it professionally and learning the skills of it and how it's actually done to be able to make money out of
Money
it
out
or
of
to
it.
be able to make it presentable to people,
Sure.
somebody wants to eat it.
Make a living in style.
Exactly.
Sure.
Like to get it my way, the way I see it. To get there, obviously. The first starting was to become a chef.
Hmm.
I do remember when I had to choose my graduation choices between mass comm and what do you call this that they do it here? Hotel management. Yeah. I flew the hotel management flyer far away from my room and I was like, I'm going to do mass comm, man. I don't want to be a chef. Fuck that. I like cooking, but I don't want to be a chef. Bawarchi kaun banega, bro?
Yeah.
I still remember this in Jaipur in my room. I flew the fucking brochure because I was like, I don't want to do HM. And it's a good thing because I shouldn't have done HM. Because that has food, laundries, room service, this thing, that thing.
Nothing related
It's
to
good you
that.
skipped all
There
that.
is cooking
Yes.
as well, but there are a lot of other things that you need to do. But I only
Just-
wanted to do kitchen.
Yeah,
so
just
I
the
just
hotel industry,
Yeah,
making
yeah,
the
yeah.
interns work, stupid stuff.
Yeah, man.
Something I didn't want to do at all.
Sure,
Even when I was a
It's an
like I
industry,
said.
bro.
But I think hotel management करने के बाद you really know how to live independently, not have servants. You know?
Now also I know how to. I've lived outside for 5 years. Okay?
You
I can
sorted
do
it.
everything on my own.
Sure.
It's
There's a
especially dad has been very strict with us, okay? Making sure we get our tickets booked. I remember him sending me to the train station when I was like 8th standard to buy my own ticket.
Wow,
Yeah, alone. Sorry.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
You don't have to do that now with the internet.
Not that it's a very big deal, but yeah.
It is a big
That-
enough
yeah,
deal.
Yeah.
It
It
is
was
a
for
big
me
enough deal.
as a
Sure.
pampered Fauji
You're
bacha.
8-year-old girl child going in a place where the entire world is railway station.
Yeah.
Have all kind of pedigree of people.
Ticket.
All kind of pedigree of people. People sleep there
Yeah.
and beg there for a living. Yeah.
This one's squash. Like,
Right.
oh my god, squash these
Do
tomatoes.
you think there's a change, Amber? Do you think there's a change in a human being once they kind of move away from their home and go somewhere else and start living on their own?
Do I think yes?
What kind of changes do you see in people? Like, what changes did you see in yourself? Like, in
In
terms of
myself.
taking care of yourself, taking care of your finances. Like, because when you're at home, it's just all very comfortable. I mean, obviously, if you're working, then it's a different thing. But like, there's a certain level of comfort and just knowing that you're gonna be okay, probably. But when you do move out, you're on your own, man. Like, you gotta like take care of yourself.
See, I'll tell you with money, Naman, it's very different for different people.
Hmm.
It's very weird that I was discussing this with a close friend of mine yesterday itself. And we were talking about how changes in your life make you change. Yeah, some changes are really big. Like for example, some changes are life changing, like losing a loved one or like having a major accident or an injury or something like that. Then there are other changes like moving from one country to the other country. You have to have some change in your life. Money, financials, this kind of thing, how much to save, how much to spend, where to stop the limit, where to draw the limit, what can you afford, what are your dreams, what do you want to achieve. All of this is based something that comes from even the start, like from the beginning. It has to be set in. It's different for different people because everybody has a different financial background. For some people, they probably have to do this from a very young age, understand the value of money, understand where they need to spend. Probably because in their family they have that push of not being able to spend. So they understood it before.
Sure.
If we have had a comfortable life, money, understanding that value of money comes to us in different.
And basically working for what you want. And I mean, when you think about it, we were 20,000 years ago when we were cavemen, we didn't have everything on the table. And in our psychology, the gratification wasn't too instant. We had to work for things today as well. I think people born with a silver spoon have everything. So their psychology is way different than a caveman psychology. And I think it's very, very important for them to know that you have to work hard for something that you want.
See,
It shouldn't be that easy.
In the 5 years of me in Australia, and I'm being very open about this, in the 5 years, first 3 years probably, I know I've not been a crazy person, but I had mom, and there was always a cushion that I knew that I could always rely on. I've done small stupid things like going and eating in the cafeteria rather than cooking for myself. I'm a fucking chef, and I'm not cooking for myself, and I'm going to the cafeteria in my college and eating
That's
lunch for
okay,
20.
yeah.
No, it's not. Trust me, it's
It's also
not.
learning
Because
from
$20 a day is
money-wise.
of course, and that's a stupid thing. We're talking money here, right? As a grown up,
Sure.
like how do you handle your finances? How do you handle taking
Sure.
care of your clothes, making your bed,
Hmm.
stuff like that? That's what it's
Grown
in
up shit.
situations.
Adults.
I'm realizing the value of money a lot more than his mom's got, honestly, because I'm understanding that it takes I don't know what it is that has hit me, but I know that I'm handling it a lot better than I was handling
Right.
it. The last 2 years in Australia, I know how well I've handled my finances, and I'm very proud of myself for doing that. Before that, I know I could have done better, but I was just being easy about it. So again,
Right.
it's different.
You were
for
stupid
different
with
people.
money, but then you kind of learned.
I wasn't very stupid,
Hmm.
but I was definitely could have done better.
Aren't we all sometimes? Aren't we all just stupid
Yeah,
with
yeah,
money
yeah.
sometimes? Let's just be honest. Like
Of
we do
course.
spend money on stuff that we don't really need to spend money
Okay,
on.
let's talk about the
It's not tampering, alright?
stupidest things ever taken. The first job
I
that I
can
had.
start off, bro. I got
Yeah.
recently.
Sure.
I bought a mop, a Scotch Brite mop for 500 rupees, bro.
A mop.
So,
Yeah,
is it
it's
a
like
good
a-
mop?
It's good mop?
one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life. It's like a stick, a green stick with like some wriggly like.
Wriggly thing, and then you push it and.
No, it's not that. That's
Ah,
good.
That's very good.
That's very good.
We
This
got it
is
for
not
500.
bad.
We got it for 500 too, and that's so good.
No. The Scotch Brite one is a scam, dude. So yeah, I was like, my 500 rupees went to this stuff. I could have probably like not spent it there.
Can I tell you my stupid investment? My first job that I had, it paid me 30,000 rupees a month. Okay, I was in college. There was no person giving me a full-time job, so I worked at a customer service guy for UK Vodafone because I could speak English, and there were customers that we had to cater. I got 30,000 rupees. First time I got money on such a, like it's a huge amount for me. I straight away invested in a dartboard. I got a pool table. I got a table tennis table.
Wow, you got a lot, 30,000 rupees.
Yeah, I got
Pool
20,000.
table, a dartboard,
A
and
pool
a
table.
table tennis.
Yeah, it's like a it's like almost like half of a bed.
I've seen it.
A TT and a pool
Yeah.
table come. And I could never use it. My mom would scream at me every day saying it's taking so much space in the house and you should really, sell it off. And then I went ahead and do my MBA and I never used it. But the good thing is I was able to sell it off eBay and some place for 80% of the
Some
price.
other fool bought it.
For his company. For
Now-
his company, for
now-
the employees.
Good.
Now, your buy versus your buy, okay? Your
Yeah.
buy, it's not a down buy.
Yes.
Because you probably thought that it will be good, but it turned out to be shit, and you didn't make it. So, your buy, on the other hand, was really tough because you knew you were buying something really wrong.
No, but I played for a year with my friends. All my relatives, when they were at house for Diwali, we'd play pool at the end of the night. I didn't use my investment to the point that I thought I would, but I was able to sell it off at 80% of the cost. So, in a large scheme of event,
You
it
did a
doesn't
good
make
thing,
sense.
yeah.
It made
See,
You
sense.
now
just
that's
bought
the
some
thing.
shit that you thought you needed, but like at the end of it, you did not.
It was a want and a desire, but definitely not a need.
But
But
then it's
the-
okay.
the-
But that's always a good idea. Like,
But
let's
that's how
have a
you
pool
work.
table in the
That's
house.
why you
Let's have a
work.
It's a foosball table, like let's
Yeah.
be Joey and Chandler here.
But that's not life, right? Like,
But
you don't pay that every day.
Sure.
that is it. That is why you work, so that you can fulfill these desires of yours. Obviously, like sometimes you're allowed to do
But
that.
sometimes these desires are
You should
so
not be so hard on yourself.
Yeah, sometimes these desires tend to be an impulsive buy more than a need as well.
Right.
And then you have to go through a phase of where you understand and can have a discipline that,
And then
man,
change.
and then change.
That's
and
exactly
then,
where we started from. How do you know when
Sure,
to
sure.
adapt to change and what happens, what are the changes?
I swear to God.
When
I
you
get
face
it.
situations, it's different for different people. Probably you will never do an impulsive buying again, or maybe you'll give it a thought.
Mama knows I don't do impulsive buying again.
Dude,
I know. He knows it. But I bought
Although I
like,
did recently, you told me how you spent almost half a lakh on that race, dude. Which we did together.
We did
But you
together.
did buy something for your sister as well, so that's really cute, man. He
Yeah.
actually bought a pair of shoes for his sister.
So I got shoes. Me and my sister cumulatively we got 3 pair of shoes for close to 46,000 Indian rupees.
Talk about buying shit.
So
Ah.
in the span of 2 months, so first I bought a trail running shoe for the race we did together in Manali. 12,000 rupees Salomon. Okay, it's an expensive.
It's an
brand.
expensive shoe.
And you have to get it.
Yeah.
I like quality over quantity, dude. So I get
100%
one shoe,
bro.
but very,
Is it
very
the one you
good.
were talking about yesterday?
Salomon.
Salomons, yeah. I have them as well.
Okay.
What are the other ones?
I got then Asics Kayano Gel 27 for myself, a new buy, and for my sister because she was here and she wanted to buy a shoe anyway. And I hadn't seen her for a year and I'm earning, so I thought I'll just get her a gift. So 14 plus 14 plus, oh sorry, not 46, 36. 36, okay.
Well, if you can afford it, there's nothing wrong with it.
Right.
There is nothing wrong with it at all.
Let people not guilt you into these things.
Yeah, I
I'm not
really
saying
felt-
Even you were telling me that stuff, right? I was like, okay, so you did it. You felt nice about
Yeah,
it, and you
yeah.
also used the stuff that you bought.
Sure.
That's the most important
Sure.
thing, man.
But I don't want to be too frivolous about it and convince myself I do need those diamond rings, mom, and spend 2 lakh rupees on it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
I cannot imagine you saying that to your mother.
Yeah, dude, like never.
Yeah.
What?
Never.
Mommy, I want diamonds.
You just said, you know what I mean? I was like, no.
That means, yeah.
bro, sometimes I feel gender fluid and I just feel like for both the sexes. I don't mind.
Yeah, that's
I'm speaking from a woman's perspective. I'm just making a
You
point here.
cisgendered piece of shit. Is that what they say sometimes, right?
Cis is a straight man.
Straight man.
Yeah.
Yeah. They call
Yeah,
it
yeah, I know what you're saying.
cisgendered piece of shit.
You're not gender fluid. You're not empathy for women. Come on, I'm making women points
You've
here.
never been depressed. How can you say that these medications are not good for you?
I've been super sad and worked on it with meditation and running and shit like that. But no depression is a clinical thing.
Dude,
I'm not getting that.
come on, man. What the fuck?
Come on.
What did you just say? Like, no depression is not.
I said I know depression is a clinical thing and
Alright.
is a mental disorder and sometimes you might need medication for
Right,
it.
right.
But I would suggest someone who's feeling depression
Right.
or depressive to go out in nature mode and also try meditation and speaking to loved ones
Who's
first.
asking for your opinion?
I'm getting it
We should talk
because
about it, man.
yes, I should talk about
There's
because
so many people
because I've been
suffering.
living with a clinical psychologist for the last 4 years, so I have a little, not an expert opinion and my scent to give him.
Sure.
I would love to.
100%.
I'm not a chef, but I know how to cook Maggie.
And you know how to cook chicken as well.
Chicken as well.
You know how to cook it really well.
How good was that chicken?
Charu,
guys?
I'm telling you, you're not just a chef, but you're a great teacher as well.
Right,
You
right,
know how to
right,
get
right,
things,
right.
points across to other people, so
Man.
they register it.
Right.
So would you continue? Yeah.
Yeah.
You have something?
Nothing.
Okay. I just want. my
Yeah,
bad.
dude, I'm thinking about the chicken breast at this point, man. She cooked it
So
to
good.
perfection.
So
Like, there's
good.
something about using a piece of meat and doing it the right way. When you get to know about it theoretically, you think
Yeah.
of all the times you made that meat the wrong way. It's super rubbery, overdone,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
charred out from the top, raw from the bottom, like from the inside. You want to be able to cook a meat properly and just be able to know how to do it properly.
And just like sipping wine in a certain way and enjoying it, I got to know there's a way to cut the chicken in the opposite way of the striation of the meat and enjoy it the way it is supposed to be. And because there's always a right way to do something, and it might come super natural to people, but they might be doing it wrong all their entire lives.
Yeah.
So I got to know, I'm like, whoa, maybe I'm shitting wrong as well. Maybe I'm brushing my teeth wrong.
I can't help you with that.
If those demons.
Go to your mommy, teach me how to shit properly.
Mommy.
That's a better. I can imagine you saying that.
Yeah. I swear to God.
At 25,
Can I make
26.
can I make a weird point that I just remembered? Not a point
This
like
is a
the-
weird place.
Yeah, there's a weird place, a weird podcast. We talk about everything. I had a friend named Gregory Waters from Mount St. Mary's, and if you're watching it, Gregory, you told me something, man, and I shouldn't have taken his name actually.
You should.
Gregory Waters.
Oh yeah,
No
different.
He said it.
I love you, Gregory.
We don't edit our podcast, Gregory. I'm very sorry.
Yeah, we never do it. So he said something like, one day he comes up and says, And out of sheer innocence, okay, so we were young and we were having boys' school, and boys would talk about almost everything. We were experimenting with, adult films and everything. And also experimenting with, self-pleasuring and masturbation and whatnot. So Gregory goes to the washroom one day, Gregory jerks off, and something comes out for the first time because Gregory's going through a phase of puberty. And that shit looks white in color. And Gregory said, that shit never happened to me. And that's the first time it happens, almost like periods for girls, okay? So Gregory goes to his mother and he's super scared and says, Mom, what have I done, Mom? What is this shit that came out of my dick? And his mom just sat him down and said, like, a mother would say to a girl, like, okay, it's nothing wrong, it's all natural, that's how the human body works. And that's the day Gregory got enlightened on what shit is in his balls. Of semen and what produces children. And that was so funny to me because all of us had that phase earlier than Gregory. He said, you fucking boomer. What are you talking about?
Poor Gregory.
Yeah, it just made me realize, man, so many things we thought could never happen and happens.
I want to know what you guys, man. How did you feel when you first saw shit coming out of your dick?
I'll be honest
I
with
don't
you.
know if I want to talk about it.
I want to know. Why you can talk about our periods all the time. I want to know about this.
Sure, we don't know periods.
Alright, okay. There's
I'll be
nothing
honest.
taboo in here. I have
Yeah.
to repeat this to myself sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, why the fuck should I not be able to talk about when I came for the first time, brother? When is the first time that the elixir of life, the white jelly,
You go first.
the white
Gulzar
gel.
Sahab, आज तो मैं तुमको लगे गुलजार सागर जैसी आंखों वाली ये तो बता तेरा नाम है क्या? Elixir of elixir of life.
Yeah, brother.
Okay,
You
tell
know,
me.
have you seen this video on YouTube where this chick drinks semen and she talks about how it's really nutritious for you?
Yeah, I've seen that girl applying it on her
Has
face.
this mgs of sodium, this amount of magnesium.
Don't believe everything that you're told on the internet.
I swear to God, but this woman, I know she applies her boyfriend's semen on her face and
Okay,
things.
tell
Finally, a
me.
friend gave it to her.
Tell me.
What do you want?
Imagine being the guy who gives her the
Are you
semen.
one-
Bro, this was supposed to be a culinary art show. We're talking about men coming. What are we doing? Elixir
Okay,
of
you tell
life.
us. You're uncomfortable.
I'm gonna tag it elixir of life. 50 minute हुए. ये बात कर रहे हैं.
You're talking about cavemen and stuff, man. Like,
Yeah,
it's fine. Tell me. You tell me.
What?
Your first time.
First time what?
When you like
That's how you buy time, you know? That's how you kind of buy time.
What?
You know what?
What do you wanna know?
The
What do you wanna
models,
know?
the models going to the pageant. One of the trainings is that when they ask you the question, they can just ask them to repeat it to you, so that you get those extra 5 seconds. Think about it.
No one
When
does
did I
that
come for the
all
first
the
time?
time.
So,
He does
dude.
it all the time. Now I remember why he does
That was
it.
actually dumb. It takes some time to
I
understand what
think
you're
what a
asking.
Forrest Gump kind of individual.
Bro, I was in 8th grade, in my room,
Can you repeat that?
8th grade, in my room, on my bed, and just like squishing with the, like there's a gadda, right? Like on the mattress. I was like, just there's this tension, bro. Like maybe I had something, like maybe I watched something, maybe maybe a model on the magazine, or maybe I had started dating at that time actually. That was the
I saw
first girlfriend.
Drool yesterday looking at Kendall Jenner, bro. That was literally drool.
No joke.
Kylie or Kendall?
Kendall.
Brother, she's got some insane, ungodly human genetics and
Yeah.
she's working for it.
Yeah,
Then-
it's pretty good. Yeah, and I started dating at that point. Now that I think about it, like telling the story. So yeah, I was on my bed and just tension, dude. It just came out, and I was like, all right, okay, this is something weird.
How do you feel? Yeah.
No, I remember feeling really freaked out.
What a great gadda, man. I love you, gadda. You still have that gadda though?
But then the thing is, we had like sex ed in our school, and we had already talked about it. Honestly, like they just made us sit inside a class for
Now
1
let's-
week straight.
Now
1 week of sex
goes
ed.
with this gadda.
No, sis goes in it. It was gadda. You slept on
Something
it.
about vulnerability, guys. If you judge me for this,
You came
fuck
and you
off.
sleep on it.
Okay,
Dude.
culinary.
Culinary?
Culinary.
Culinary. Culinary.
I can't believe she actually like tricked me into talking about how I came for
And
the
then
first time.
we're going to talk
This
about
is what
food.
Podcast
And
Nation
then
is
we're
all
gonna talk
about.
She's going to talk about food right after listening to somebody coming on his gadda.
She's my fucking sister, dude. Like, you weren't supposed to know that. But you know what? Like, when I sit and do a podcast, right? How she said, when you do something, when you know what you're doing,
Yeah.
there's something cool about it. At this point, I feel like I have this space is a safe space. It goes out on YouTube, Spotify, wherever somebody listens to this. I don't give a damn what you think about me. I don't care if you think that if you know, visually you know how I came for the first time in my life and you judge me for that, you can suck my balls.
Yeah.
Twice.
Yeah, that's Naman saying, shut the fuck up, we're still gonna edit this part.
Nothing's gonna get edited, but woo! How did you came for the first time, bitch?
I don't think he's comfortable talking about it.
Me?
Yeah.
Why do you think so?
Why are you uncomfortable talking about it?
I'm not uncomfortable. It's
You
the
look like
topic.
you're uncomfortable.
Really? How?
Yeah, look at your face. You got like lines all over your face. Yeah.
That happens every day 4 p.m. around.
Okay, tell us.
The first time I came, I really don't remember. I swear to God, I don't remember the first time because I came a lot of times. What was that? So it wasn't a great experience, but I can tell you the first time I had sex.
No, I don't want to know that.
Yeah.
You just want to know my singular experience with my own body.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about.
She started interviewing us, bro. So we are getting trumped here, you know. Maybe we
Man,
should ask her some
man.
controversial questions so that.
Yeah, sure. I mean, okay,
And remember-
just to prove it that I'm not uncomfortable with it, even if I believe that I might have a political career 10 years from now and this clip can be taken out and shown during my campaign by my opposition, I don't give a flying F about it. So the first time I came was, there's, like Naman said, there's a lot of tension in the male anatomy, and I have an erection, and I feel like, what is this weird thing? I know it feels great there, okay, if I just flick it or do something with it. And then I start just touching it, okay, in a weird way. I don't know how to touch it the way I do it now, but I touch it in a weird way, and I keep doing it for a while because I'm liking it, and I'm pretty unconscious about it. Maybe I'm watching news or watching some cartoon or something. Maybe I'm in 7th or 6th grade. I'll be honest with you, maybe 5th grade, okay? I'm pretty young, and I'm just touching it, and
But that's really early, man. Like 5th grade is
5th,
super
6th,
early.
yeah, 12th, 13, something like
Must
that.
been-
5th, 6th grade. So I'm talking about masturbation at
Right.
6.
No, I'm actually trying to think of when was the first time for me as well. Because like, was it 8th grade or 7th?
You can ask me to repeat what I said.
No.
And then think on it. So, did you get the joke?
Yeah.
Inception?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we do. So yeah, exactly. That's how it happened. I was watching something unconscious, kept touching it, felt nice to the point that I felt, okay, I'm about to burst now. And it happened. Elixir of life.
And then what did you do?
Cleaned it. I said, what the fuck is this?
And then did it again.
Not the same day, but I thought, this feels great. And I feel relieved. That motherfucker abused my dad and I felt shitty the entire day. Now I can come back and do this and not feel shitty
Have you ever
anymore.
been like caught masturbating?
No,
No.
never.
Look at harassing you. I've caught you once.
What? Do you want to edit this one?
Maybe we should. Bro. There's some liability of doing the podcast with the sister. Like just too much truth. But like at the same time, I would like to think that she doesn't know. This never happened. We never talked about it. Just like the elephant under the carpet. Like
I don't remember either. I just said it out loud.
This is gonna make such a good thumbnail. Bro. Fucking shitting my pants. Your sister got you drinking off. What were you watching though? Do you remember?
Padma Lakshmi, brother. I mean, Padma Lakshmi, if you're listening to this, hey man.
Oh my god,
You're
you're
beautiful.
missing out a lot of people in this podcast.
You're beautiful, Padma Lakshmi. Come on, man. Have you seen some of her photo
Dude,
shoots?
I love her.
Would you want to thank few women in entire humanity who have really helped you relieve yourself?
Dude, where she is today, if I could be there,
What?
It could be Padma Lakshmi.
Kendall Jenner,
Come on.
Lakshmi, go for it.
Come on,
Where's
man.
the-
If I could be Hugh Jackman, dude, what are you talking about?
Yeah, oh yeah.
100%. If I could be Ryan Reynolds,
You know what? If we had some other guys sitting here talking about their masturbation, they probably won't talk about it, right? Because it's not something that we really talk about, man. Even within guys, we do joke about it, like, hey, good man, eventually. But like, at the same time, masturbation isn't really discussed. It's not really a point of discussion. between
yeah, we
people.
don't even. I think we have, because I think I have maybe because of the boys' school, and I have a bunch of guys telling, "तू left से करता है, right से करता है."
हाँ मतलब ये सब यही ना मतलब like
Left ear, right ear.
it's not
मैं right
nuanced.
ear करता left से ऐसे. मैं
वही ना
बता भी left से
Yeah,
करता
it's
The
हूँ,
point
बता भी
right
left
ear.
से.
the point is it's not nuanced.
Phone-
The conversation is not nuanced. It's like I fucking now know how the fuck did you do it for the first time. I know I kind of look back on my time how I did it for the first time. No one's ever like you don't ask these questions to people.
And I just know
Right.
that I don't have to use your gadda next time and come over to sleep. I and sleep on the floor.
What do you think is in your gaddas, brother? Are you brahmachari?
I try to be as celibate as I can be, time and again. I like to go on a prolonged duration of celibacy, not doing
Is
it.
that because you aren't getting any?
No, I have a girlfriend. I made life pathetic for her as well. Sometimes.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Dude, we've turned ourselves to be such interesting human beings that I don't think for a foreseeable, I'm not even bragging, but for a foreseeable future to have this as a contention point, like not getting action. By the thought of not masturbating, I think it has to do with just creating that tension that we talked about. There's that tension in the body that needs to stay, man. You need to have that, a sort of mild aggression when it comes to you not releasing yourself and pleasuring yourself. It just gives you this edge. When you're walking down this, it's like when if you starve yourself, if you go on a fast, you can literally smell food from everywhere.
Yep.
Yep,
and there is a very sufficient amount of scientific study which says if you do not masturbate but do not let your semen out, like you retain your semen, your body starts to absorb it all by itself, and there is some kind of sexual energy that when you contain it, you could actually channelize in ways. So Chinese Taoism says it's qi, the sexual qi, which you can channel and become a leader or become something or create something that you want to create. The power of manifestation improves. That is because this 20s period is exactly the time that countries, hire more soldiers because they have a lot of sexual energy, but they're not getting women to pull it out, so they're more aggressive.
Right.
And they're at the battlefront. Men specifically, I can't say that about women. I know my body and men. So that's exactly it. And if you channelize it, and if you understand, because people in their 35s and 40s are more calmer. The sexual energies have subsided, they're not peaking it with their testosterone anymore, and then they're able to make more mature business related decisions. You see more CEOs in their 35s. If I want to just accelerate the journey of my personal growth, I do not see as sex or masturbation as a necessity for me, but I do indulge in it when I can, and I like that I am able to have that self-control to control it, restrain from it.
Otherwise, you'll be like that guy I caught in the park masturbating at 7:30.
Yeah, I'm telling you, if you
He must be in his 30s, right?
Yeah.
Crazy. Like you have people going out in
Banking around
parks.
left, right, and center.
Yeah, what are you doing? क्या गाड़ी का silencer देख के भाई
What was that song? Again,
काश तू मिल जाए
yeah.
थक चुका हूँ मैं दूर दूर से देख देख कर पक चुका हूँ मैं काश कोई मिल जाए मेरे घर वाली गोरिया काली कोई मक्खन की टिक्की बड़ी सी डिक्की वाली काश कोई मिल जाए मेरी दुकान
कोई सिलिकॉन की दुकान
जिसका भारी हो सामान काश कोई मिल जाए जो देने में करे ना देरी चलती फिरती मदर डेयरी लड़कियों से बात करने को कस्टमर केयर कॉल करता हूँ लाइफ में न्यूज़पेपर नहीं पढ़ा पर मैट्रिमोनियल पढ़ता हूँ Playboy और Kama Sutra सब्सक्राइब की It's humiliating पर सरिता ग्रेशोवा भी ट्राई की है
पढ़ता याद आया
I'm wearing a साड़ी हाथ गया फिर पॉकेट में और चल गई रेलगाड़ी
फिर उसने देख के मारी
लड़की के कपड़ों पे कॉफी उसने का भैया
लड़की थी खारी something some
That's crazy.
Now that you really think of the transcript of the song, it's not that explicit, right? If you think about it, like she's calling a woman a mother, chalti firti mother dairy because women lack it. Yeah.
Mother Dairy is actually saying
Internet
woman.
में girlfriend बन गई. She asked me to come home.
As I started to perform, she had penis of her own.
लिख दिया.
सोचा फिर जब आ गया
तो कुछ तो करके जाओ.
Yeah.
I lost my virginity, but other way round.
What the?
I lost my virginity, but other way round.
Why do we know the lyrics of this song? Is my question.
Because it's catchy.
It's very
So
catchy.
catchy.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
It is catchy.
Americans
It is very
do
catchy.
it all the time. Americans have their stupid gun song.
Now you know why Drake's song on top, right?
I got hoes that I'm keeping in the dark. I got my niggas like the street living large.
Pussy when you eat cocaine, pussy when you eat cocaine.
Catchy.
It is
Said was
catchy.
catchy.
I swear to God. I want to ask Charu's story, man. It is a culinary show. Tell me.
The culinary show.
The culinary show. People are going to really say that, bhai, tu jo market karte hai, wo tu hai nahi. You're saying the culinary show and you're talking about guys come in.
Right.
Kash koi mil raha hai?
It's like TMI. I didn't want to know this, but now I know this.
Yeah, good thing. Good thing. So Charu, yeah, fast forward it, man.
Fast forward to what I'm here now. So I worked, I
Express it.
studied, I worked.
Yeah.
I understood how kitchens work and how food. Like at the end of the day, it's not about recipes for me.
Mhm.
It's very different for different people out there. Obviously, I all personally believe that everyone's different, right? So in kitchens, for me, it was like not for learning recipes or anything. Like even today, when somebody asks me for a recipe, I cringe. I'm like, go away. Because I've never used recipes also when I used to cook at home.
Sure.
For certain things like pastry, of course, you need to have a good recipe, you need to weigh your stuff out and stuff. For cooking, it's mostly got to do with eyes, feel, smell, understand flavors and stuff.
Mm.
Anyway, so I understood techniques, a lot of techniques of making things, meat, for example, how to handle anything that comes to you. Carrots, potatoes, how to not overcook stuff, undercook stuff. I understood a lot about different diets, and so there was a lot. That was an extensive 2 years of college.
What is this? What is this one thing that you learned that really blew your mind that you thought a lot of people should know and it's very common?
Not just like that. Oh, no, there's not just one thing. Actually, there's something you learn every day.
Yeah.
Every day is a different learning,
Right.
and you also like. What do I say? Like I flip on when I saw someone making a dumpling for the first time. I flipped. I flipped when I saw somebody smoking a duck breast for the first time. I flipped. I flipped when I actually did my first service in kitchens to see how a salad is created. What's the last level of these are. Just every day learning how it works behind the scenes is very, very interesting.
Sure.
Every day I learn something in kitchens for sure.
Right.
Mm.
For
You know,
sure.
when you were trying to make the dumplings the other day, I
Yeah.
was just like really surprised as to how much she had to learn even on the go, like looking at a recipe, creating a batch, then it's not working out, create
Yeah.
another batch, do those things. She's learning, like as a non-chef person, we'd think that, you know, a chef could just be able to read a recipe and make it. But I think it's just like any other art, like you have to really practice. Even though you might have gone to a school, you still have to learn.
You have to read the recipe, and there are some things that are known as common sense that you
Hmm.
can't just like ignore. You can't be taught that.
Not so
Right?
common.
Yeah, that's why I know recipes are important. Like if I have a restaurant of my own and there is a menu, of course there are going to be recipes and chefs will have to strictly follow that recipe. But at the
Sure.
end of the day, if I'm saying use 300 grams of chicken, right? All that chicken breast is probably not going to be the same size like I was telling you. Things
Sure.
cook different, taste different. Yes, to some extent, recipe can be a chart to follow.
Mm.
But at the end of the day, it's your common sense to not put 4 tablespoons of salt and put only one. You know, you should know thoda common sense how much
Sure.
stuff to put in what, and that stuff cannot be taught by a recipe.
So if I ask you, like Charu, I ask you this question that I'm going to ask from a perspective that if I go abroad and having a person who cook for you is expensive when you're starting out. I want to know how much time does it take for someone who wants to take care of his own health, get like subtracting the part that you get groceries and everything. Imagine you have everything. First tell me, what do I need if I'm abroad, maybe in a Western country? And how much time does it take to prepare 3 meals for the entire day? How much time, how much should I wake up early? How much time will it take? And how long can I preserve it? Maybe something like that.
Okay, it depends a lot on your diet. If you're vegan, if you're lactose intolerant, if you're gluten intolerant, all of that.
It's a normal person
Just a
who eats
normal
meat
person
occasionally.
Could be. When you look at again, are you able to cook during lunch for yourself, or do you need to pack something for yourself and take it with you for lunch? Because breakfast you can have at home,
Right.
dinner you can have at home, but lunch is.
That's why
is a
people do
question.
meal preps, right? They just create a lot of meals and put it in the fridge.
Yeah.
Right, and there are lots of ways to go about that. For me personally, I don't think it should take you more than 3-4 minutes to make your breakfast, and like say 10 minutes to make your main course and take it with you for lunch. Because if you're organized in the kitchen, how long does an egg take to cook?
Yeah,
How
sure.
long?
Are you suggesting you have
1
like
minute, 2 minutes.
cereals and porridge for breakfast and eggs? Or would you also suggest making something?
Well, if you want to go crazy like a Sunday morning breakfast, of course, make like a nice quiche for yourself. You can do all of that. You can make a quiche, you can make a frittata, you can freeze all of that stuff. But I believe in freshly cooked food more than.
Sure.
If you are making a fresh batch of something and then eating it the same day, like a Sunday, like I said, lazy day, could you have time, cook for yourself, make it lavish. At the end of the day, food is nutrition, but it should also not be like get good eggs, cook them, don't overcook them. Cook them at the right temperature. Enjoy whatever you're eating, but cook it right. So you can have pre-boiled eggs, of course. You can boil eggs and keep them in the fridge.
Yeah, but it's not the best.
It's obviously not the best, but it's not bad at all.
It's not bad.
It's not-
The
it's not
nutritional
bad.
value doesn't go away.
You know what I do
Not
sometimes?
actually,
If I boil an egg and I put it in the fridge, I just tear it out, put it in a frying thing. Obviously, the protein goes low, but like you just like heat it up again.
Does it go low?
The thing is,
I think so because the more you cook something, the nutritional value goes down, right?
well,
Apparently.
you can always keep it. You can say boil 6 eggs in the morning, right? And keep them in the fridge. Have 3 or have like a fried egg in the morning, and you have 6 eggs in the fridge. You come back home, and then you can stir fry those eggs like nowadays, and you can add it to other things. You can do a lot. You have to pre-think. That's why I'm saying organizing yourself is the key here.
Sure.
What you want to eat, how you want to eat it, all of that will depend on exactly how well organized you can be in the kitchen.
Sure.
As if you have a lot of time versus if you don't have time. Like for example, when I was there, I obviously had no time because I used to wake up. Our shifts used to start early in the morning till like late in the night. So some days you would work half the day. So in those days, then you make big batches of food and then you freeze that food, or you make. What I used to do personally, okay, so I used to wake up in the morning. I used to like have my fruits, which I used to cut up at night, or the day when you buy the fruits there, I used to just put them in containers. So like a watermelon, buy a big watermelon, cut it up, put it in a container and keep it in the fridge. Get like peaches, get stuff that doesn't oxidize really fast, like peaches would, but then like something like say an orange or a banana. Get all those fruits handy. Have blueberries, have blackberries, have those things handy. So when you wake up in the morning, just take a bowl, put all your cut up fruits or your different berries and stuff inside it. If you want to put yogurt, add yogurt. Don't want to add yogurt, just eat the fruits. And then if you want to have your breakfast also, then I would put my bread in the toaster, because the toaster would take exactly 2 minutes to toast my bread. Then I would break the eggs on one side, and then the toaster would pop, my eggs would be ready, and my breakfast is right there.
Yeah.
It's nutritious. You have your fruits in the morning,
Sure.
and then if you want to have coffee or whatever, and then fuck off to work. Right?
Sure.
You're at work now here, because I'm working in the kitchen. I get food in the kitchen. But if you're not working in the kitchen and you need to have, I always like suggest people to have a lot of fresh vegetables in their fridge. Lettuce, tomatoes, cucumber, basic vegetables that you can always serve up a salad with. You can always like add more nutritional value to your meal with, even if you're having just steak and rice for dinner, or steak and bread for dinner, or potatoes and whatever. Having a little salad always adds more nutritional value. So having that stuff in your fridge always helps. It stays for a long time. It doesn't get spoiled really fast. A week or so, good for 4-5 days for sure. Salad will stay. Like
Right.
lettuce leaf, if you store it properly again.
Right.
Storage is important.
Sure.
Having things like boiled chickpeas in your fridge, you can boil a big batch, strain them out, keep them in your fridge, keep them ready.
Right.
Rajma, beans, have these stuff boiled up on an open Sunday.
And
Just have them in the
even
fridge.
soaking them overnight is a good way to go about it, right?
Of course, soak them overnight and then
The
have
cooking
them
time
boiled.
reduces, so if you soak them overnight, it'll take you
Yeah.
half the time to
Yeah.
cook them.
Yes.
Chane and chole.
Yeah,
and
and if you
something.
boil them and keep them, then they're ready to eat as well. You
Mhm.
could just like have half raw kept if you want to ever make like chickpea patties or falafels or stuff like that. Have half raw soaked and kept. Have half them boiled and kept if you want to add them to your salad as an extra protein. If you want to make hummus or whatever. So it's just a good way to have kidney beans, have lentils and stuff boiled and kept in the fridge. I used to cut up some of my vegetables as well, stuff like carrots and all. You can just pre-cut and keep them in the fridge. Have peeled garlic, all of that. If you're prepping and organizing, and all of that happens when you're buying it. Trust me, when you buy and bring the produce to your house, that's when you start storing it correctly and big enough. When I get spring onions home, I take the green part out and I store it separately. I keep the white part separately because then I use it also for separate things. Like it's just a way, and it stores in the fridge a lot better instead of folding the green tops and like damaging the stock. It's just like, why? Just cut it off and just store them separately. Storage is very important. Being organized in your fridge and knowing what's there. Dividing your food in protein, carbs, starch.
The macros.
Exactly. So just
Yeah.
get into that understanding that whenever you're making anything, even if it's having stuff like quinoa boiled and kept in your fridge, having dalia boiled in, some form of starch, like pasta, you can always pre-boil and keep it in the fridge. So when you come back home, just stir it up in some garlic.
Sure.
Some chili pepper and
Right.
olive oil.
Easiest
Aloo
stuff.
oil. If
Sure.
you have it
Pasta is
boiled-
so easy to make.
Exactly. Have it boiled and kept like in a big batch, and then you can just like have portions coming out of how much you're going to eat. Have some protein in the fridge. Have some bacon, which is always a good addition to add flavor and can give you some taste and flavor.
How
and
much?
fat.
What,
And like,
what do you think is like the easiest dish somebody can prepare to nourish themselves, and the hardest dish somebody can still prepare at home but would require a lot of resources?
oh,
According to you. There's a lot of
that's a very
from an Indian perspective. Limiting it not to all the cuisines out there, but is there someone?
If it's someone knocking, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's okay. It's fine.
It's okay, sure.
Easiest dish is I don't know. It's like I can't answer.
Screw it. You don't think about the. You know what I'm thinking
It's
about?
like
I'm thinking
asking me
about
what
the
my
chicken
favorite
breast.
cuisine is. I don't know what my favorite cuisine is. No, I don't have. No one has someone else to do it.
I kind of wanted to ask it from the perspective that if it's easy and it makes me feel psychologically that I can prepare it easy, if it's difficult, it's gonna take time, you know, because when
Okay, I mean, just know,
yeah.
not for me, but in general, like when you made a chicken breast, did you think it was easy to make it before you made it?
I'll be honest with you. All my life, I thought chicken has to be maintained in a certain way. You have to marinate it, and you prepare it in a way that it requires 1 hour. Because I saw my mom making gravy chicken all her life, and it took her 1.5 to 2 hours. So I thought if I want to have something instantly, I can't do it. But that day, the way you taught me, it took me 15 minutes to make it.
Right,
And then I realized that's as long as it takes for my eggs to cook, and I'm meditating for 15 minutes and my eggs are ready.
right,
Yeah.
right.
So the entire perspective changed when I got to know more about it. So that's where my question stems from.
Right. So I think that's got to do with the fact that you're used to the Indian way of eating chicken. And Indian
Yeah.
cuisine, chicken requires marination. There is no doubt about it. You can't
Sure.
do a quick marinate
Sure.
tandoori chicken.
Yeah.
That's just not going to be how it's supposed to be.
Is there anything like health-wise, it's more nutritious if you do it the Indian way or do it the Western way?
No.
The bacteria in the chicken won't die if you won't cook it the right way.
If you're cooking the chicken above 60 degrees, the bacteria will die.
And normal fire is above 60 degrees
Definitely.
anyway.
You're cooking the
100.
chicken all the way through, you check it, right? If it's not cooked all the way through, it's going to be pink inside.
So it really doesn't have to do anything with germs or anything non-dying.
No.
It's the
No.
same.
It's the same. It's
Hmm.
like it's as long as you're reaching the internal temperature of the meat to the amount that's supposed to be. It's different for different meats.
Yeah.
So then it should be fine. And a lot of times meats are had rare as well. Like stuff like a good quality beef can be had rare in a dish called nanda. But my point is, this quick pan searing is the technique that we use to make the chicken that way. It's a very common technique, and I learned it during the. You can do it for a lot of things. Like searing is basically giving a color to your anything that you're trying to sear, right? Could be meat, and that happens because of a different thing called Maillard reaction, which is a completely different
Mad
topic.
reaction.
I was telling you about it.
Why have I heard of it?
I told you about it.
Okay.
And you have the chicken. I was telling you it's brown than that. Yeah.
Yep.
But the point is,
The
this is a very
protein, the protein going in and just taking
Yeah.
brown thing. Okay.
yeah. It's a very common technique used in French cooking because you have stuff like chicken breasts, you have roulades, you have things that need to be seared, you have pigeon breast, you have things that are cooked usually pan seared.
Pigeon breast? Like the bird pigeon?
Yeah.
Why would we not think of ever eating it in India?
Okay. I don't know. We should. There's a lot of pigeons out there.
I saw a turkey yesterday, dude, at one of the meat shops. Just a turkey just running around.
Turkey is good. Now
Outside
that's
the
one of
shop.
the reasons that also keeps us away from eating bat.
I think Raja Maharajas would be eating pigeons, Peter and shit. I don't know.
Teetar
Because
में
there's
गरम होता
day,
है.
right?
I think over the time we have lost a lot of the wisdom that we have
Yeah.
in food.
Mm.
Over the past 200 years with this whole industrialization happening to us. I have a feeling we have so many meats that we used to eat, we don't eat anymore. A lot of these foraging, like, just going out in the forest, finding a herb, finding a dye to color your shirts, or finding some herb to, like, say if you have constipation, you go to the jungle, not to the pharmacy.
Yeah, I was telling Naman the same thing. We were in the camp, and I was like, Naman, imagine there's so many medicinal plants around us. We don't even know them.
I have no
We have
idea.
no idea.
I have no idea.
We just lost this ancient wisdom over time.
Yeah.
There's also like these lobbies, it's in their interest to not tell us about it. Same with the THC thing.
Right, they've done it with cannabis, right? They've already done it. They have told us that this plant is not good
Yeah.
for you. It's not good for you. They're like acting as our parents, the government. They're telling us
Yeah.
this is not good
This
for
is
you.
not
Don't
good.
use
If
it.
you do it, you can go to jail for actually curbing your behavior.
Yeah,
Making laws.
and there's so many people in jail right now for this offense, man. And
But
it's
I
so
want to
weird.
make everyone know that hemp is not the same as
Hemp is
cannabis.
absolutely
Not
legal
the
in
same.
India.
Yeah.
Whoever
It's
tells you
legal.
it's not, they're the most stupid person because they don't understand the NDPS Act, which talks about cannabis having flour. The resin of the flour and the flour itself is not
Totally
legal.
different.
As a
What is
chef,
legal?
I'm in love with this product, by the way.
Just
Yeah.
water is the fucking baby, man. You gotta have some ham.
It
Is
has
that
such
the-
good
is the protein
earthy,
one, right?
it
Yeah,
has
bro.
earthy
Yeah.
flavors, earthy taste.
Yeah.
It's very nice. I
Hemp
made a
is
pasta
great.
the other day. It was so
Put some
good.
hemp in it?
Yeah, I put hemp in the pasta dough.
Bro,
So-
hemp pasta is real, bro.
Bush is-
It's so
Yeah,
good.
100%.
It's got this really different taste, man. And the texture of the pasta in your
Yeah.
mouth is very
Could you
different.
put this in Maggi too for anybody trying like a quick fix protein thing?
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe.
Yeah, 100%. It's like
Maybe.
any other masala they keep putting in the Maggi, like red chili powder, the
Chili
healthy
powder.
powder. Oh, hemp powder, yeah.
Have you seen
What
this
is
guys
hemp?
mixing milk with Maggi? Have you ever seen that?
Well, if you're making cheese Maggi, sure.
Milk, cheese,
Yeah.
Maggi. Fish, dude. I swear to God, man. That sounds
disgusting,
Stupidest
dude.
thing I've
It's-
ever.
Okay, I'm gonna
That's
make it for you
thing.
guys. You can have it.
Milk Maggi.
Yeah, it's gonna be really good.
But she can give
Excuse
her
me,
shit and
by
make
the
it
way,
really
It could be good.
By
It could
the
be
way,
creamy, you know,
yeah,
really creamy.
yeah,
rice.
the white sauce pasta.
Yeah,
you
that
guys
has
love
milk.
so much. What else is it?
Milk.
No, it's cream and milk, but
Cream
what
and
else
milk.
is it? Like at the end of the day, right?
Maida, yeah, for sure.
It's
Dude,
the
have
same
you
thing.
have you seen people putting Oreos in their Maggi? I've literally
Oh,
seen
that shit is
that on the internet, though. The internet wins.
What do
But
you?
I saw Ferrero Rocher Manchurian.
It sounds
Makes me
bad.
cry.
Might be. Well, what are your thoughts on like? There's always this debate about pineapple on pizza. Do you think it's a very, very bad weird combination? Do you think it's absurd and preposterous to even think of?
To Italians, I think it is. To me, probably, yeah.
Come
I know,
on. I mean,
to
ra-
Italians, it is. Like, it's like if somebody starts putting pineapple in chicken makhni,
I
not
get
butter
it.
chicken, it's not Indian.
Chicken
If they
makhni.
start putting like pineapple in dal makhni, what are you gonna do?
I get it, but I see
I would
it as
not like that.
I see it as the same parallel as rap music invented in America, but we have Divine and everybody making rap music in Hindi as well. How would you like if somebody rap in Hindi? People innovate to
It's
their
not the
culture
same
as
thing,
well.
No, it's not the same
It's a
thing.
parallel. I'm
Music
telling you
has
that.
no language, bro.
Food has no culture, bro. What are you talking
Say if
If
you.
food has culture,
It does.
I know
It
what
can
you
be
mean. Like
innovated
a
a
certain,
little
the
bit.
rap
According to
genre.
geography.
The rap genre came out from the US.
West.
So they started it.
but that doesn't
The
mean
same
that
way
nobody else
Italians
will
started
rap it.
pizza, but it's
Right.
not like Italians have a copyright to every pizza ever made, right?
Right, but people, you are free to put pineapple on the pizza. No one's gonna tell you not to do it because it's illegal or something.
Okay.
What's your take? What's your take?
Okay, It's like the rap. If
What's
you
your
say-
take on pineapple pizza first? Is it good from coming from a chef? Is it okay?
It's not a chef thing, it's a personal thing, and I don't like it. I don't like
The
it.
nation wants to know.
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
No.
God damn.
I've actually never eaten a pizza with pineapple on it. I've heard so much about it. It's a discussion online, but I've never tried it.
I've deliberately put pineapple, Del Monte's pineapple in the tin on the pizza. we made at home.
Don't you supposed to have it charred or something like with cooked rather than putting a fresh piece?
Oh yeah. We cooked it we
Oh.
cooked it with Del Monte's tin pineapple
Oh.
a bit later, and it was with the cheese in it and everything, and it was really nice. It's not the worst thing people claim it to be. It's not like Satan came in your pizza and said you're gonna
Yeah,
be evil.
if I had the choice of toppings, I would rather not put it. Let's put it like that.
Yeah, because you were more on the perfection
No.
of the dish.
There is so much science behind putting pineapple on pizza, it's not even funny when it comes to taste. Personally, I don't even like corn on my pizza. I don't like corn on anything. So it's like that. It's not like it's a pineapple.
Corn sauce.
I would love a nice pineapple. Actually,
I can hear your opinion, but it's not going to change things.
it's like. I didn't want to say, I'm not trying to change it either. I'm just saying. You asked me, I told you. I don't like it.
I'm just putting it out there, man. Because coming from a chef or a key opinion leader, in this
Hey, but
field-
coming as a chef, but
from a key
so
opinion
much,
leader, key opinion leader.
What?
We spoke to MMA business.
As a key
guy.
opinion leader,
You've
I
done.
think
You paid money and invested in it. You
people have
definitely
the
learned
choice
more
to
than
make
me.
their opinions.
Sure, but you.
Would I put it in my restaurant menu? No.
If somebody listens to you and shapes his opinion, I wouldn't blame him. You've invested your years and money and time in going to a foreign land to learn a skill, and you're talking about it.
Well, who am I in front of the person who decided to put pineapple on pizza, bro? That person is the bigger
I need that
idiot.
guy, though. How the fuck did it come to your mind?
Well, it did. Now it's there.
People are putting chocolate on their pizzas all the
Like
time.
I said, Ferrero Rocher Manchurian, dude.
Oh my
You're
God.
gonna get an elbow
For an Indian dude who really likes Italian food, I do not want to mess with it, bro. One of the best things I like it is a pizza, a nice pizza with some good cheese, nice tomato sauce, maybe some herbs on it, garlic, lots of garlic. and like a nice maybe a melted mozzarella on it, bro.
Ah,
That stuff is the good stuff.
Stinky
Man. Everything
cheese.
else is like added on. So you can add, say, mushrooms. You could add chorizo or whatever. You want to add
Pepperoni.
pepperoni, yeah.
olives.
Olives, yeah, olives.
See, yeah.
Jalapenos.
Jalapeno.
Jalapeno.
Jalapeno on pizza is really good. I mean, I don't
Yeah,
even
for
mind
sure.
it.
You like-
Jalapenos in most things are good.
Do you like it in your Subway?
Yeah, I like it.
I said Subway, not Sub. You like it Sub? You like it in your Coca-Cola Company Private Limited? Okay,
Yeah.
bye-bye.
But you know what has really stopped? Like if you order a Corona from a bar, they won't put the lemon wedge in it anymore.
Why is that?
Because they're assholes.
Because lemon's expensive.
No.
No, lemon is super cheap.
Because of
Let's
Corona.
get lemons for $10. ₹2. ₹2 नहीं तुम दे सकते.
Oh, lemons for $10.
Why lemons
Where?
for $10? My dad gets it.
Yeah, lemon's expensive, dude.
No,
Lemon's really expensive.
he's saying he gets
Four
4
lemons
lemons
for
for 10
10
rupees.
rupees.
Please,
Yeah.
please
Really?
get me also lemons, bro. Wherever you
Yeah,
get it
available,
from.
yeah.
इतने बड़े हैं, I don't know
Very
which
good.
lemons you're talking
No,
about.
no, no. I'm talking about this. इससे भी छोटे small
Desi
yellow ones.
नींबू।
Yeah.
Oh, you guys mean
5 रुपए का एक मिलता है
Yeah.
right? Usually 5 रुपए का एक मिलता है.
Yeah.
Dabri Mode, go there. Dad makes lemonade every day.
I go to Dabri Mode and buy my vegetables.
Yeah, you get lemons there.
You talk about going to Babri
I
Mode,
always
Dabri
want
Mode to
it.
buy vegetables, but we end up
It's
not
the
going.
best
I
place to
always
get
go
vegetables.
there. What are
Okay,
you
sorry.
talking about?
Yeah, it's so close to your place.
Yeah, it is. It's so true. All the vendors there know me now. That's why they charge me more.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you wanted to go, but you never ended
No,
up
I've
going.
gone there. Mostly, I go there. I've
Nice.
been lazy in the past two weeks, I think. No, 1 week only. Last week also I went.
But yeah, Charu, talking about the same topic, I want to ask you what is your go-to junk food, and if you could prepare it at your place.
That's a good question.
A go-to junk food. It's a Sunday Netflix kind of day. There's no work. I'm gonna
Charlie's gonna make Maggie for
Maggie.
herself.
Maggie.
Yeah, dude. She made a spicy ass dragon Maggie.
Really?
But yeah, she doesn't. You don't do that anymore, right, dude? If you would have gone past in some of Charu's old Maggies, though, if you would have eaten that stuff, you'd probably be having the sensation of living inside a spice farm, bro. And the spice is like blowing in your eye, man. And you're just like standing there with the wind of spice in your face.
Really
Really
spicy.
good.
Maggies.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
tomatoes and spice, everything nice. Charu.
Big milk.
Hey, you can actually put
Make
it as
her
a
a
caption.
poem, bro. You want a flat, a chick, make her a poem.
Yeah.
You must
Yeah,
assume.
for sure, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like, we have to communicate in creative ways, man. That's why we're doing this
You see this
podcast.
cherry tomato?
She has
right?
told us so many cool things about food.
Where are you getting these tomatoes from, man? They're growing in your pocket?
Yeah. There one, this side has tomatoes, this side has a Snickers. So chocolate is a big chunk of mine.
Bro,
but I love good chocolate.
I
This is
ate
why-
so much chocolate, dude, back in the day before I knew the science behind what it really does to your body. The insulin spike, the crash, the fat deposit.
It's a bad chocolate.
Yeah, that's
If you
what I
have
was
the
thinking.
good dark.
In any case, child, it's a simple carbohydrates. If you have dark chocolate's okay, it doesn't have sugar in it.
Nothing with added sugar. Cocoa, like if you have good quality chocolate.
Sure. I'm talking about milk chocolate, not dark.
I don't like milk. Yeah, I
They're
like
having
milk chocolate.
milk chocolate
Yeah.
now.
No, if I have to choose between all good quality chocolates, then I would not choose.
There are people who don't like dark chocolate at all, and they say it's
I used to be that
safety.
person.
I was never that person. There was something about dark chocolates I always loved without even being that classy a human being back then.
Something
Once
classy about
it
like
crosses
There's something about
70%, I don't
beans.
like it. Like once the chocolate crosses 70%, like say if it's an 85% dark, I can't eat it.
Really?
Yeah, it's
I
too,
can
it's too
eat
bitter.
it. I can eat it and I can enjoy it, man.
Good man, good for
I
you.
don't know why, because I
cook
swear to
with
God-
it, but I don't have.
The reason I believe I can enjoy something that bitter or not sweet is because my mother always gave us Ayurvedic harad or trifla or something in the morning to
Right.
keep a bowel system. So I'm always used to this kind of taste, man. Ajeeb Sauch.
Something
Right.
different.
Yeah, but those dark chocolates are super bitter, man. They're so bitter. Like if you take a Amul 85% dark chocolate, it looks really nice. You're like, yo, now I'm an adult. I'm gonna eat a dark chocolate. I'm gonna enjoy this. And when you actually break into a piece, it's like,
Yeah.
It depends on where you get your beans from on
It's
the
a-
chocolate, right?
Yeah,
It's
I
an
mean, like-
aphrodisiac, right?
Dude, I remember in 10th grade there was this ISIC exchange
Jawan
thing.
bachcho
So
ko
there were
mati
some
baat.
people from Netherlands who would come over, and they one of the person from there, they gave me a dark chocolate, like a toffee, black chocolate, bro. I ate that stuff and I just spit it out in the first 2 seconds. I'm like, who
It
the
was
hell
licorice.
eats licorice? Exactly, it was licorice. It was so freaking weird, bro.
Licorice.
For somebody who eats
having alcohol
dairy
in
milk.
it? The one
No,
with
it's
the-
like I think it's 100% chocolate,
It's
right?
aniseed.
I don't know, but like it's super bitter, bro. It's so
Ah.
bitter. It's so
It's
crazy.
not chocolate.
It's coffee, bro.
Licorice is not chocolate.
It was a black thing, like a rajma, but like
Okay,
3
I
times
think
the size of a
something
rajma.
Like a resin.
But when you eat something
Okay,
like
I'm
that,
right.
you
Shout
start
out to
things. You
Google
start to
so
think,
much,
why
dude.
the hell would somebody eat that, bro? Why would you want to do this to yourself?
It's a
Why would you
plant.
want to have something so bitter?
Yeah.
This is like a slap on your face. They say, you know what? This is coming from somebody who loves dark chocolate. I love a black
Muletti is
coffee.
licorice.
A black coffee in the morning,
What's
like a
licorice?
slap to your
Muletti.
face.
Show me.
Huh? Black coffee is amazing.
मुलेठी आमला अबे वैसे विटामिन सी का बूस्ट है भाई
भाई ये नहीं है bro. You're looking at something completely different. I'm talking about the black,
Tea.
a
You're
dark
talking
chocolate.
about this, right? Licorice.
Yeah, licorice, exactly. This is what I'm talking about.
This is not
This stuff is
Licorice.
made in hell, brother.
And-
This
yeah.
stuff is like
Yeah, it's
disgusting.
pretty nasty.
I think it's one of those pretentious things. Like, oh, I like licorice. It's like, really? Do you really? Like, should I give you licorice right now? Chew it in front of me.
No, there are-
Chew that shit. And try and swallow it. Once you swallow it, then you give me a hug.
मैं लेके चला जाऊंगा घर खाऊंगा मार भी खाओगे तुम घर जाके
Yeah, licorice is a plant.
I can totally see you
Which is
not
muletti.
asking people questions in the future and just going to Google everything. Okay.
Yeah, because I want when I really want to know what it is, then
And especially about food and those things.
yeah,
For
things
sure.
like that. Otherwise, I
Dude, we should do a
rely-
collab with Amazon and have Alexa. But no, I don't want Alexa in my house, man.
Bro,
I don't want that bitch listening to me at all points. I mean,
Have you seen Diljit Dosanjh talking to Alexa?
no.
Like, he asked Alexa to play his own songs and it's just super funny the way he talks to it. He's like, Alexa, play Goat by Diljit Dosanjh.
Mhm.
I can't find that song.
Yeah.
They just, the accent is so much. Alexa!
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know Diljit Dosanjh?
Yeah, but I haven't seen that.
Where he's promoting Alexa for
Yeah.
Amazon.
And
And he just makes it so creative and makes a fun out of himself. Too. That's just a
Right.
funny way to
it's
influence
nice if you
marketing.
can make fun of yourself, right?
He's a very smart guy.
It's so weird that we think of privacy, like we complain about not having any privacy, but like we want to have Alexas in our house.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
It's
But
like,
it's not a human being judging you, it's a machine playing your preferences. It's like your servant. You won't give a fuck if your servant knows that you're having domestic fights. A lot of people won't. Alexa is like a machine. What can Alexa do? But for everybody having an Alexa, Amazon can do really something.
It's gonna start giving you ads for couples
Yeah,
therapy
that's-
and family therapy.
That's the
Oh,
most
shit.
Alexa can
I
do.
heard you had a fight yesterday.
Yes.
Here's a number for Dr. Rick.
And spa treatments for your entire family on me.
Before you ask me to play that goddamn rap song that makes you aggressive, let me book an appointment with Dr. Seema. Oh, Mr. Alexa, you're
Right.
controlling my life now.
Dude, last night I remember you telling your partner, I'm saying this in a very weird Indian accent. That's
Yeah.
Last night I heard that you told your partner that you don't have any condoms. Here's a pack of condoms for you
I
from
already
Amazon.
got it delivered from your credit card.
And I also bought for myself some new batteries.
I know you would not charge me.
You love me, right? You told me you love me.
And also to let you know, I did Urban Ladder and somebody already replaced my battery when you were gone. He fixed the toilet as well for you.
I heard you
Right.
wanted babies. Here, you can have one. Plop.
Also, I sent somebody to grab the kids from school as well. Alexa, maro the plug नहीं रहा
Why don't you please go get me a pad? It's that time of the month for me.
I already know. I've tuned into
Why is
your-
Alexa a female voice?
That's a good question.
Because it's Alexa, it's not Alex.
Why is it not Alex?
Because
we don't
It's
expect
a
Alex to go on first.
gender neutral name, right? If you think about
Alexa.
it.
But the
Would you
voice
find
is
a guy whose
No,
name
it's
is
not.
Alexa?
It's not
Maybe.
gender neutral. It's not too gender neutral. It could be.
Yeah, kind of.
It's not
I think it's a female name.
Because
That's
the
what it
voice
comes
is a
like.
female's voice. Why?
Alexa.
Right, it is a
Why?
female's voice.
Why?
I think it's more to the human ear, the
You
sound
could
of a
change-
woman.
You could change it to a guy's voice. So if you're a user and a woman, you could change it to a guy's voice as well.
I'm sure you can. Yeah,
It's
there must be
such
some
a-
customization.
Such a basic thing. There
Right.
are celebrities, making products like that. They have their voiceovers in it.
But you know what the cool thing was about Alexa is you can literally create skills. So say if you have a brand, say you want to promote the podcast, we can say create a skill called like if somebody wants to listen to the Brown Boy show, so they say play the Brown Boy Show. If Alexa knows what Brown Boy Show is, then they'll play your podcast. So you create a skill and upload it on the Amazon Alexa database, and you just create a skill for your brand. So I do it for Nanko Nutrition, you do it for Daru Chatta or something like that. You can interact with Alexa, create your own skill, and post it on Amazon database. So that's where it's going with this whole voice, technology that we have.
Yeah.
But it's always omnipresent. One of the same things. Like you can listen to music on Amazon.
Sure.
People back in 70s couldn't do that, man. They couldn't listen to half of the songs that we listen to. Just like going back on that music debate, dude. There's so much fucking music out there, dude, these days.
Yep.
So much music. So many devices to learn it from. You got Spotify. You got like freaking Google Play. You got like I don't know YouTube.
So much.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Instagram.
Yeah.
I discovered so many artists on Instagram, man. Like really, like Indian artists, like a hip hop guy. I actually wanted to give a shout out to this guy, bro. Like, but I don't have my phone right now. I'm forgetting. Really good Hindi rap artist. Crazy gaane bana rahe, dude. 36 people. Now creators are getting stats. Say if you post on Spotify and you're an artist, you get to know that 40 countries across the world have listened to your track. You've been streamed for 10,000 minutes. You get like instant feedback about your own art.
YouTube's been doing that too.
Right, you have YouTube Studio, so you get to see how many minutes that somebody's been watching your videos for, how many subscribers did you get. All these things is broken down for the creator.
Instagram too, I believe. It does it to you if you have a business account and you
It has
start
different
promoting
stats, it shows, yes.
Yeah, but it doesn't tell you countries the way Spotify
It tells you
does.
stuff like on your stories who has gone back, not who, how
Back-
many people have gone
back-
back.
gone back,
It doesn't tell you
again.
who.
Not who, how many, yeah.
Right, what imagine if they start telling you who. Who's
That won't make
Who's that
sense.
snitch?
That won't make sense if you have 1 million followers.
Yeah.
Absolutely. See, yeah, that's the thing, right? Most of the people who are spending so much time on Instagram, they're not really doing too much in their lives.
Yeah.
Like,
Don't say that.
I believe so, dude. I
You
have
go on
like
Instagram?
post and ghost. Huh?
You were on Instagram?
Dude, like I know personally, I met a few people recently. I saw they shared their watch time with me, and I'm not gonna name them or call them out.
Sorry,
But 3
Gregory.
hours on Instagram, 3 hours on Instagram, bro. Dude, like,
Bro,
they're not Kusha Kapila, man. I don't think Kusha
I
Kapila is
spend-
spending 3 hours on Instagram. Is she?
there have been days I've spent
Or
3
someone
hours
like-
too. There have been dead days, man.
I have spent it
That's
as
what I'm
well,
saying.
man.
But do you think you were productive in those days?
No, I wasn't.
Not
I know.
really.
Fuck no.
Fuck no.
Yeah.
100%.
None of us are
No,
not.
I kind of was in the sense like there's some story that I'm putting, but every time editing takes 10 minutes. But if I put 10 stories, 110 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And 110 minutes is 1.5 hours anyway. So it's just me promoting my stuff, but it's also taking time. I've always been promoting.
That
Sure.
too, yeah.
I
Sometimes
mean,
it
you're
takes you
creating
hours to
something and
write
you're
down.
sharing it with people. That's
Yeah.
different because now you're on the creator's side.
If I'm editing
I
a
really
photo,
feel
it
that.
takes me 45 minutes to edit one photo, bro. And there goes an hour straight away.
And that's when you said, no, send some love with no one, I thought you were sending me a photo upload, put some love like that. That's why I like your picture and I put, what a champ.
What I didn't understand.
I mean, she wanted some goods, like, goods we're going to be using while watching Pushpak.
Uh-huh.
So I have to
Pushpak.
watch that film on
Pushpak
4X.
4X,
Yes, finish
yeah.
it.
Guys, whoever's listening to this, go to YouTube and search for Pushpak.
Pushpak.
The movie Pushpak and play it. We'll save you some time, play it on
Who's
4X.
the artist? Or the
Kamal
actor?
Nath.
Kamal Hassan.
Kamal Hassan.
Kamal Hassan. Kamal Nath.
Not you know?
Or Aditya Nath. Jai Ho.
Kamal Nath is a politician, Indian politician.
Yeah, Kamal Hassan is also a politician.
Now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
But when he was an actor, he made this film and you should go watch it.
Watch it.
On 4X on YouTube. Because it's
Sure.
really funny.
Perfect.
Also, it doesn't have any sound, so no dialogues. So.
Sure, sure. So I think it could be a good addition right after the podcast, man. You've heard too much? No. Don't hear anything, just watch.
Just watch, yeah.
Very nice.
Dude, I want to ask you one thing about the cooking part. Like, if there's a dude out there, a brown boy, who wants to cook a chicken breast, how the fuck do you cook a chicken breast?
Chhati.
Generally, what's the best way to go?
Like, how do you want to have it? Like,
I want to have it for gains. I eat a chicken breast to get my 20 grams of protein.
I'll tell you what.
I'm
I
just
do
a boy,
with
I'm not a chef.
I'll
I
tell
think
you
what
what
you're
I do.
asking is how do you want to have it in the sense fried?
Yeah, like
Yeah, what's
fancy
the
or
best
you
way
can
to
have.
have a juicy, nice steak?
आप क्या चाहते हो आपकी
Steak?
जिंदगी में क्या बदलाव लाए?
हाँ, वैसे, dude, it's a good question because a lot of people, a lot of dudes, they cook chicken or
Yeah.
guys or even chicks, they do it for say gains. So they'll put it in a cooker, put some
Ah.
lemon in it, and just dry as
I've
frick,
had it
you
in
know.
4 years of my life when I was bodybuilding. Haldi and boiled chicken, worst shit ever.
Yeah, it's not that good,
But I'll
man.
tell you this for a fact, never ever
You have
put
to-
a breast in a pressure cooker. Please don't do that for
Why?
chicken. Because then,
My mom, are you listening?
if you're doing a curry, it's a completely different thing, right?
She's
Do you think
If
you have
pressure
bone on-
cookers are good for breaking the bone down? So if you have a bone meat, you put it in a pressure cooker?
What a good point.
Maybe.
What a good point.
Because chicken breast gets really dry really quick. That's the problem with the breast.
Sure.
See, even if you have a thigh which has bone in of chicken, if you have anything like that, you can make it on the pan. You don't need to put it in a chicken pressure cooker. If you're cooking with something that has a lot of muscle, like and has worked a lot in the animal. Say, for example, a shoulder of a lamb, a bigger animal first of all. Small animals don't need to go in pressure cooker to be completely cooked. If you're doing a curry, 100% I would put it in a pressure cooker as well, because what it does, pressure cooker will intensify the flavor of the curry and give you maximum flavor in lesser amount of time. The same thing you can put on the handi and make it up for 2 hours to get that curry, or you can put it in a pressure cooker and make it really fast, right?
Sure.
Give you that kind of aroma in a short amount of time.
Sure.
But you don't need to always cook your chicken, even if it's on the bone, off the bone, in the pressure cooker all the time. You can, if you have a meat cooking, depends on the size of the meat and the bone and the part of the meat of the meat you're cooking. So like I said, if you're using something like a lamb shoulder or a lamb leg, good idea to put it in the pressure cooker because that stuff takes time. There's another technique called braising, which is used for breaking down big chunks of meat that are very, very tough and they need to be broken down over a slow period of time in large amounts of liquid.
Isn't that done overnight?
It can be done for hours depending on the cut of the meat, again depending on the animal you're cooking, depending on what you're cooking. So for chicken breast, usually you can pan sear it, like I taught Anshul how to do it, and I think I'll talk about that. You can poach it, which is a very nice gentle way of cooking something. When you're using a meat cut which is gentle and does not require a lot of cooking time, it does not have a lot of fat in it basically to give it that like pork versus chicken. Fatty pork
very
is very
different.
fatty, chicken is
Yeah.
not that fatty. So it can dry out a lot faster than a pork foot.
Right.
Yeah.
I've always struggled with pork fat.
Struggle.
Fat.
Yeah, just the fat layer on a pork, just to eat it. If it's not really well cooked, it just
Yeah, it has to be really pork belly in general because that's where you end up eating most of the fat. right?
yeah.
I wonder why I'm not too keen on eating fat, animal fat, but only meat, just the mass part of it.
I think
Is it
fat
good?
and organs. Organs are really missed out these days, man.
Yeah.
Men are not
Offals.
eating enough. Like guys or girls, anybody is not eating enough liver.
Sure.
You know, one of those. I don't know, lungs. Eat the brain, dude. Like, get some of that organ meat, man.
Yeah, you're right, man, 100%.
Just the meat itself. I
That's
don't
got to
think
do because
the micronutrients.
Just a trivia before you say, do you know the biggest organ in human body? The largest organ?
skin.
Do you know-
There's a two schools school of thoughts about that. Some people don't consider the skin as an organ,
Yeah.
but I think it is.
It is, 100%. Tomato is a fruit,
yeah.
not a vegetable.
yeah.
Is it? It's not a vegetable, right? Yeah.
And why is that?
But it looks like a fruit.
Why is it?
Why is it? Because we classify things the way we want to.
Why are fruits and
Because
vegetables?
Google said so.
Has to do something with the sugar content in it and how it breaks down in the body when you cook it. It is eatable without cooking it. You can eat it just like
You made
that.
a gajar also without cooking it. Carrot is not a fruit.
Yeah, carrot is not a
But
fruit.
that's a root vegetable.
Yeah, lettuce also and all of those.
Why is tomato a fruit? Why?
Just
is it?
say, don't keep that
I
name
don't
around
know,
you.
I'm asking you. I think it's got to do with
Google it.
I think it's got to do with seeds.
I thought she's coming with an answer the way she asked.
then
Yeah, she
eggplant
seemed
is-
sure.
I know my
She
shit.
seemed really sure.
I've always been confused with this question. A lot of people have given me a lot of different answers for this. That's why I've never been, and I don't trust Google for answers like these. You know,
So
like
next time, maybe you will say, can you tell me why a tomato? Like that seems like you don't know
I
what you're
think
saying.
tomato is a fruit because it has
I was
seeds.
like, do you know? Like, okay, maybe you know, tell me.
Yeah, it's one of those things, right? Like,
Yeah.
if you
Yeah,
ask
a
Google,
fruit is a ripened flower, ovary, and contains seeds.
Ovary, okay.
Thus,
okay.
roots, tubers, stems, flower buds, leaves, and certain botanical fruits, including green beans, pumpkins, of course, tomatoes, are all considered vegetables.
But can you just see what makes fruits and vegetables
I
vegetables?
think fruits can have the sexual organs, That's the differentiation between a vegetable and
Yeah.
a fruit.
That's
Yeah, I
for
never
sure.
thought about that. The moment you
Because
mentioned
the
it, that
fruit
makes
is
sense.
the flower.
It's the
Yeah, the
it
reproduced
carries the elixir of life in it.
or
you
maybe
know?
or maybe the product of the elixir of life. Fruit is the baby.
Fruit is the carrier. It's like the testicle. You know, it's like the fucking ovaries. It's, I mean, not. That's not the same comparison.
Right. Yeah.
They
yeah.
carry the seeds around. So if a fruit falls
A
and
fruit
it breaks,
develops from the flower of the plant. Thank you.
right?
While the other parts of the plant are characterized as vegetables. Fruit contains seeds. While vegetables can consist of root stems and leaves.
Are there any vegetables that have seeds? No.
Of course, eggplant, okra.
Then why is it a vegetable? Why is it not a
Because-
fruit?
Because it probably.
I think we just poked a hole into
It's good that you reached out to the depth of your consciousness.
I'm telling you, I've never found an answer for this. I think I'm not talking to the right people.
You should sit in your pocket and Google it again.
At least we made you think about it.
I've always been
Would you?
thinking about
Hey,
it.
when do we have the Hempworthy podcast? I think it's 3:30.
Yeah,
past 3:30.
what's the
It is
time right
three-
now?
It's 3:55, guys.
Yeah.
Wow, we're so busy, brother.
Did you have your phone on airplane?
Yeah, we're screwed when it comes to that.
I don't think this empathy is happening for you guys. I've been like,
It will happen.
It will happen. She
Definitely.
called and informed him, so she's a good enough person.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes when we're doing this, it's hard to communicate the right way. Just with everybody.
why is eggplant not a fruit? Anyway, I'm gonna do this later.
Yeah.
You guys should like
Put,
close your
put an
podcast.
end to it.
Right, okay, let's do
You
it.
want to do
man.
the clap with us?
What is the clap?
We do the clap to end it.
When
And we start.
has that started happening? Just do that.
Let's do it today.
Okay, why not? Some
3,
change.
2, 1.